Okay. Okay. A day of goodness. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. It's a day of streaming. I've gotten a night's rest. I'm no longer tired out of my mind, actually. Woke up at a decent time of 1 in the afternoon after a solid 12-hour sleep from yesterday. Fell asleep at like 12:30. Woke up at 1:30. Actually, that's 13 hours of sleep. Damn. A 13-hour sleep is quite something. But we're here for a bit of Genshin, bit of other things. We might play Honkai and near the second half for a few of its dailies and weeklies. Sadly, I think yesterday's stream got a copyright claim because of what's Majigga? Because of Daily Dose. There was like 6 seconds, or like it was like 4 seconds of copyrighted music in yesterday's stream that sadly got copyrighted. So that stream is. I think I did mute that section, but I don't know if it's done it yet. Should probably check right now. I still have that Kevin video to upload. I need to make the thumbnail for that. Yeah, it's still processing, so I think that'll be done probably tonight or tomorrow night. It takes a fucking long time when the stream is like 5 hours long. But yeah, as the stream title says, we're playing Genshin Impact today. Now, you guys can't see it, but we are in it. We'll switch over to it actually, because why not? Let me yeah, that'll be do it. That'll do it. Maybe I can even do this. Oh nope, let's not do that. Dun dun. Dun dun dun. What is that there?
First, get into position like
Yeah.
this, and move like that.
Yeah. Where's the game? Hello, game? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, I think Overwatch was over it. Yeah, now we're playing a bit of Genshin today, a bit of Honkai as well at the end. And 3.2 discussion. Not really discussion, but I think 3.2 is going to be a great patch, actually. I've got some pretty high hopes for 3.2 as a whole. I think I'm amongst the majority who think that the patch has some pretty good potential. Because they are taking... There's a few things in 3.2 that we've already seen. That... Who do I not like here? This guy. A few things in 3.2 that are kind of already like very majorly different to the other patches, which I think is like a step in a good direction. I don't know if it's the right direction, but it's a step in a direction. We also need to farm for like Cole's material, so we might as well do that whilst I'm here. And for those who haven't seen Genshin's 3.2 or whatever special program, the things that I'm mentioning are the story, or referencing rather, is the story and the events. The 3.2 events for Genshin Impact that we saw yesterday are really good in regards to what I've kind of preached about for a fair while now. When you're listening to a pirate character. For a fair while now, I've preached that like Genshin, if it's gonna have like just random events, they need to make these random events have no connection to the to using your own characters, right? Because using your own characters is very, very boring. Specifically if you have very strong teams. If you have a very strong team, using your own characters in an event is very boring, because you will just power through everything and have like essentially you'll be bored half the time. And so in 3.2, as we've noticed, it has a Pokemon event, which you don't like. Even in Pokemon, you don't like fist fight the Pokemon with Ash, so that's fine.
This world.
And then the second event, which was I don't even know how to word it really, but it was kind of like a mini game event, which is fine. A mini game event like breaking rocks, playing tennis. I think they probably should try to introduce their own version of a tennis mini game in Genshin. I think that'd be interesting. I think they should also maybe try to do sport events in Genshin. In fact, I think that would be quite interesting as well. Like soccer, basketball would be kind of hard because, you know, a good physics engine, which MiHoYo kind of has for Genshin. And so, okay, physics engine. I guess you need physics engine for both of them. But they could do this. You run into the ball, kind of like Tower Fantasy. If you've played Tower Fantasy, you'll kind of know what I mean by the soccer one, which is like you just kind of kick a ball, like by running at it, and you just it goes into the hoop or goes into the net rather. And so that's what the second event in 3.2 is essentially, which is good, which is really good. We have to run to them. And I'm hoping that they don't disappoint in every other aspect. We already know the story is going to be a massive W. Story's already going to be really good. We already know this. Kind of 3.0 to 3.9, the story there seems to be good. And I've already seen leaks about another Archon quest being a thing. Okay, we're underground. Another Archon quest being a thing in 3.3 of Genshin, which is interesting. It's hard to classify it as an Archon quest, I'll be quite frank. Just there should be, MiHoYo should maybe go an extra step of making it a different classification. What do I mean by that? Well, there is an Archon quest, and then there is a Dainsleif quest, or I think as the game actually calls it, a Traveler quest. I think the game actually calls it a Traveler quest in the actual archives. If you go into here, not your mail, but I'm still gonna have a look at that. 20,000 more, and then you go to the archive, and then you go to Travelogue. I think it's under the Traveler section because you have these things which are Archon quests, but then you have the Travelers, the Traveler quests, and these are the Dainsleif quests, the Traveler Act 1. Yeah, eventually you meet Dainsleif through this. So I think they need to do a better job of differentiating those things when they are when they're labeling it in the patch notes or labeling it in the streams. Because they are, like, fundamentally different quests. One, you follow a guy who doesn't like the Archons, and in the other one, you follow the Archons. So it's a bit different. Is that it up there? It is. It's an invisible platform, isn't it? God damn it. It's an invisible platform. But it's very hype. Very hype. I've already seen speculation about the new weekly boss being added. Floating these things in the open there. So does it want me to... Ah, I see. Can I hit this? Nice. Wait, where do I have to go? Oh my god, you can kind of like fall through the cracks. Okay, give me a second whilst I figure out where I'm meant to go with this. Okay. I don't, oh, there it is, okay. Any paths? Has to be a path here. Oh, dude. Come on. Come on. Right. Okay. That, I can confirm, was not it. But maybe it's here. Okay, we have something here. Again, where was it? Should be right there. That's the edge of that platform. So wait, it doesn't go... Okay. Oh, it's just the wrong direction. Oh, I see. Where do I go then? Where does... Oh, maybe... Oh, here. Okay. Cool. I forgot where I was at, but the Archon quest, good. I'm excited for the Dainsleif one more so, because we haven't seen Dainsleif in an extremely long time. I think the last time we saw Dainsleif, when was it? Roll on Nilou's banner really quickly. Last time we saw Dainsleif was... in the Chasm. Yeah, the last time we saw Dainsleif was in the Chasm after, like, Halfdan sacrificed himself. And then Dainsleif left injured or some bullshit. So we haven't seen him in a long time. I think that was like, what, 2.5? 2.4? It's been like almost 10 patches. Actually, not 10, sorry. It's been like 6 patches. Surely Dainsleif comes back a new and reformed man. That'd be Pog. On greater news, in terms of actually my account, our Nilou is doing amazing. She's got 66,000 HP in a regular team. But in her meta team, she has 70,000. We quickly switch over to the meta team. Which I haven't actually created. This is my Zhao Slam. Should probably like switch over to this one. Which is my team. She has a solid 70,000 HP, which is my official one. I didn't deploy it. I hate this mechanism. Deploy. Thank you. Bam. 70,305 HP. Look at that. She ain't dying, boys. She ain't dying. And to be quite frank with you, she doesn't die. She doesn't die. She gets hit by like every attack, and it takes about like 1% of the HP away, which is fucking crazy. But although I have good artifacts, I want to try to make them better by having on the pieces that are HP percent major. I want to get more crit rate instead of crit damage, because currently we're sitting at a decent 34 to 125, which is, for a HP based character, that's pretty decent. But if I can get that crit rate to 50% and maybe drop the crit damage down to like 100 or 90, we'll still get like almost 100%. We'll almost get 2 times damage essentially with a crit, but we'll be critting a lot more frequently, which I think will be a lot better. And then there's also the flower. It just doesn't have crit rate or crit damage on it, which is pretty bad. It has, I think I swapped it out for this one because it has 14% HP. I think I was using this one, but I think HP proves a lot more impactful. And then again, 13% crit rate. Can't really beat that easily. But you can beat 2% crit rate easily. Let's try this. HP percent crit rate. What do we have? Immediately, oh, well, you know what? We could go for that one. It's a high crit rate, and I'm not too fussed about damage. And so if it all rolls crit rate, which it most certainly will, then I'll win. And then it also has 4 stat off the start, so that's good. Bam. Okay, we'll go HP, that's fine. Going for a HP roll is okay. I can accept it. Crit rate. Elemental Mastery. Not good. Not quite good. I don't want to get rid of that, but whatever. 5 times XP? No. 5 times? Come on. No. Okay. Emblem. See you later. Crit rate here. Defense. Alright, so we immediately scrap this one. Go to the next one. That one already also has a high crit rate roll. Medium crit rate. Alright. Surely this piece. All you have to do is roll crit rate like 3 times in a row. Defense, alright. It rolls into defense and rolls defense twice. I already am going to scrap it. HP, it has crit rate off of rip. And it's a 4 stat at the beginning. Go this one. The more I do this, the heavier I'm going to breathe because this game exhausts me. Okay. Just crit rate. All 3 crit rate. 1 crit roll. Crit rate roll. Oh, God, I'm miserable. Is that even worth it? It rolled defense twice. I want to die. No, it's not worth it. Energy recharge. Crit rate. Put in enough things to fill it up. 12. Then, crit rate. All of them, crit rate. Okay. We're getting somewhere. It's 1 crit rate roll, but it's 7%. Okay. Again, could have been 10 times better, but it's still high crit rate. And not terrible stats. Energy recharge at 10. We just need, if 16 isn't crit rate, then we don't push it. 16 crit rate, let's go. It's just, it's simple. Just give me crit rate on level 16, and I'll be fine. Energy recharge, not worth it. I'm running out of artifacts. It's not even worth it. Dropping 24 crit damage for just 5 crit rate is not really ever worth it. And that's not a difficulty right now of building Nilou, but this Dendro team is actually pretty busted. There's no real enemy I can use easily to kill, because there's no training dummies in this game. Still, for some reason, there's no training dummies. But if we just go over to Masanori, we'll be able to do a pretty decent damage test. And what I've noticed with this team, which we still need to level up Kole. Kole's very low level still. Level 50. And because it's a transformative reaction, we need high level characters like minimum level 90 to actually get any amount of value out of Dendro core reactions. But if we just look at the Traveler's reaction, because the Traveler's level 90 with a full EM build, I think like 1 point something K ER, or EM, sorry. The Traveler will do a massive reaction. So we get this ring thing going. 25k from the Dendro, or rather Bountiful Core Explosion, if we're going to be pedantic. And Kole doing 4ks, so put that down, bam, 32k as well. So if we get the Shred on there with Kole, then we do absolutely monstrous damage. Chuck that down. He's just blocking the explosions because that's apparently good game design. That's beautiful game design, Maho. That's beautiful game design. He's just blocking explosions. The strongest swordsman in all of the land blocks physically blocks an explosion. This game is the biggest ball of crap I've ever seen. So once we get Kole to level 90, this team is pretty good. But then again, there is a range problem. So I guess we'll focus on getting Kole level 90 right now. We'll see what I can do, because again, I'm not farming those mushrooms extensively. I failed, not failed, I read failed. I farmed them for a bit here and there, like the other day. Then I was like, you know what? It's not even really worth my time. Because they made it so annoying to farm them. So I just gave up. But she is using Stringless level 90, which I think will prove to be her best. 4-set Dendro for that Shred, because she's going to be the Dendro Shredder. And then once also we just kind of level up some of her artifacts, she'll have like decent stats, hopefully. Hopefully decent stats, and thus we'll be able to do something. But for now, it comes this thing. We need money. think that's the last time last thing I focused on was trying to get money. 60 mushrooms, isn't it? Yeah, we need 30 Ruka Hashavasha mushrooms. You need the sharp arrowheads, also cringe, and also geo crystals, so it's like... Well, we know that some mushrooms spawn. Did I get all the mushrooms? I think so. Know where some mushrooms spawn, so we'll do that.
The weather and our moods are the same.
And then we'll do some pre-farming for Nahida on our other account before we switch over to Honkai. Because I think I'm pretty much done for pre-farming Nahida, because there's not many things that you're going to want a triple crown on her. Sorry, there's not many things that you would want to crown on her thing. I think you only want to crown her burst. I think everything else is pretty mediocre in terms of crown ability. So I'm kind of done with the book farming. Am I just going the wrong direction? I think so. And so yeah, I think you want to only crown her burst because that gives you the most value. And then you can kind of focus on other things like actually having her materials. Which her materials are kind of tedious, kind of not tedious to farm. Kind of indifferent about them. It's definitely a lot better, but it's still, again, farming the materials is even just the most annoying thing in the game, to be honest. I guess what I'm saying is playing the game is the most annoying part about playing Genshin Impact. No cap. I think there are some above as well. No. None? Nothing at all? Where do more mushrooms spawn? Or more easy mushrooms? I think some spawn in this cave here. And yeah, for those who do want an explanation or an easier explanation to Nahida or Layla's kind of playstyle, I do have a video on both of them, an analysis of character and their playstyle, if you will, on this channel. Not labeled analysis, but it is very much a video about the character. And one of them will be broken, the other one will be a good replacement for a Zhongli. I feel like that's the one redeeming factor about Layla, is that she will be able to very easily interchange with Zhongli, and you won't lose too much value. The only value you'll lose is the fact that Zhongli's shield has a shred on it, whilst Layla's doesn't. But in terms of like HP value, Layla's has a potential to be stronger because of scaling. The scaling is or the percentage of HP converted to shield, and as well, rather that's similar. The percentage of HP is similar, whilst Layla gains like shield strength through her kit, so you'll be able to very easily gain a bigger and better shield from Layla than you will Zhongli if you really try for it. But I guess naturally, Zhongli still has a stronger shield. And the other redeeming factor of Zhongli's is that it's a lower cooldown. I think it's a higher duration and lower cooldown, whilst Layla's is like you'll have some downtime between your shields, almost always. Which is, I think, the main reason why no, like, 4-star shield that will come close to the strength of Zhongli's shield. Is because Zhongli's shield is just, it has permanent uptime, which is like, you kind of need permanent uptime on a shield for it to be like good, or even try to compete with other shields. And if I remember correctly, Layla's is like, you do have some downtime, which is really fucking bad. Oops, wrong one. Alright, Kole, what do you need? 5 more Rukadavada mushrooms and 10 more arrowheads and Geo or Dendro crystals. Right. And so if they're gonna try to make like another shield like Zhongli, because Zhongli needs to fall out of the meta. I want Zhongli to kind of go away, because as a person who has him on 2 accounts, you kind of like become shit at the video game if you're using only shielders, or if you're using the strongest shielder in the game. You kind of become bad at the video game. It's just a given. I guess I'll try to kill him with this team. You become really bad. You don't feel good. You're just kind of shitting on everything, and so like, and I know making another one won't solve that problem, but it'll at least make it a bit spicier. it'll make it a game a bit spicier as to what your options are. But every 4-star shielder that they've tried to add to the game has been rather shit. Bam. Yeah, this team, I think you need more energy recharge on your Dendro characters, so you can get there. Maybe I should probably get Nahida. I should try to get Nahida on this account, because I think you could probably make a really good comp of just going, put a, who is it? Nilou's circle down, and then just like normal attack with Nahida. You'll probably be able to do something there. And I guess you'll have pretty good. Oh, who would be the reactor there? Actually, I think it would end up being Nilou. Oh no, it'll be Nahida all the time, being the reactor. Because I think every hop that Nahida does is a hit. It's not necessarily how many cubes she summons. I think her normal attacks seem like Yayamiko's charge attack, where it's kind of like a wave forward, and I think still each one is just a single hit, so she has like a 4-hit combo, if I remember correctly. I can't remember how many hops she does, to be honest. But I guess she would be the reactor, and then her being like destined to have like, what is it, 1.1k EM if you have her and her weapon, and then a full EM build. That'd be kind of crazy. That'd be kind of crazy. Where do more Rukadavada mushrooms spawn? I've got all the ones here, I think. Some spawn up here, but I'm gonna miserably try to find them. I'm keen to see that team comp between Nilou and Nahida, because I feel like that's the team comp Mihoyo envisioned people to use after Nilou's launch, because right now Nilou sucks. Like, fundamentally, you have to use really shit characters like the Traveler, Cole, and Barbara. Or Barbara can be interchanged with Jingcho if you're really risking the damage there, or risking the survivability. But I think, yeah, they were destined to kind of play together. And that thus makes me a bit more curious about what the hell they're gonna do, because I think both of them kind of turn into main DPSs at higher constellations, like specifically C6. If you get both characters at C6, you would probably have like a monstrous team. Because, oh, well, Nilou's C6 removes the requirement for you to build crit rate or crit damage. And Nahida's C6, I believe, just kind of... Nahida's C6 is very reminiscent of Yelan's C6. And if you have seen the damage that a C6 Yelan can do, then you will definitely agree that it's main DPS worth damage. And Yelan kind of does more damage than most main DPSs do, so... I'm kind of very interested in seeing... I think I haven't seen any Tony Cho videos in a while, but I'm interested to see the C6 Yelan, or C6 Nahida and C6 Nilou combination. But then again, no, the bloom reaction doesn't really thrive from Nilou, so only Nahida has to be C6, and you'll pretty much your whole screen will just be green numbers. Nahida's C6 is fucking potentially very busted. But then also just her constellations in general are extremely useful. Do we have enough mushrooms? We need 3 more mushrooms. I wish they were easier to find. Just slightly easier. And so, yeah, what's the magic code? Genshin's patch is next week. Today is Monday. And so not next Monday. I think it's next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday. That it's launching. So I'm kind of excited about it. I think I will do the story as early as I possibly can to get it done. And we might have a bit of an early stream for that one. Just to get in and have a bit of fun. A on-the-hour launch stream. It will be done, ladies and gentlemen. An on-the-hour launch. That's if I wake up at the right time, though. I keep up this sleep schedule of waking up at 1 in the afternoon. Gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. Bam, bam, bam. And see, look at that. That is, like, very satisfying. All I need for now to happen is for, like, an actual good Dendro character to be in the game. And, yeah, then I think Nilou has, like, is such a fucking strong character if there's, like, any good Dendro characters in the game. But I just personally believe that the current Dendro characters suck. And maybe Tignari would be good. You can kind of chuck his E in and then shoot from a distance. But it's like, or like be in melee range, but just still shoot at the ground, and you kind of get the same effect. Or maybe Tignari would be good. Nilou circle down and just kind of chuck his thing down and stay in melee range and shoot the ground to cause his arrows to then home in, and you'll get his damage and then also Nilou's damage. Now that's a build potentially. If only I had Nilou on my Tignari account, I would think about it. I think we have enough mushrooms now. I picked up 3. Wow, okay, I totally forgot Tignari is a thing because I haven't been on that account in like a hot minute. Maybe I'll jump on that to see what's happening, just for a bit of fun. I haven't played the Tignari account in so long. At least like 2 months now. Alright, we need Dendro Crystals. 3 of these to be precise. We have 2. Oh, we have 1. Wow, I have not killed a single Dendro boss in this fucking account. Hello? Don't I have... I haven't, have I? We have 5. Okay, we have just enough to get 3. God damn it, Cole. Why does Cole have to be so annoying to build? What else? And then the arrowheads. So 10 more green arrowheads. Cole is, I think, my least favorite character to build right now. I think the mushrooms are like the most annoying thing to farm in this game. I like genuinely right now believe that the Haruka Devata shrooms are the least enjoyable thing. I'd much rather farm Violet Grass in Liyue than whatever the hell she has. We also unlock her other passive talent, which is good.
Even if it's a light...
And now we need to pray to have enough money. We have 40,000. We don't have enough money, so we need to go do some money things. In Sumeru, obviously. I did start the R&R request from this account. It's not going too well. I'm still waiting for the day that MiHoYo announces a skip button in their special programs. It's yet to come, but obviously, first and foremost, we could have to prioritize the Turkish and Italian languages. They are much more important than making the story skippable. 100%. 100%. We definitely want everyone to be forced to pay attention and forced to understand the story instead of having a bit of freedom of choice here. Oh, that was a lot of damage. And then obviously the worst enemy here. Obviously you can't hit him with anything other than a bow character. And even when you hit him with a bow character, still doesn't take one shot like most enemies should be. Excuse me, Bountiful Cause? You know, I kind of think they could have changed that. So once you get the buff up, all the Bountiful Cause, or sorry, all the Dendro Cores that previously spawned get automatically transferred to Bountiful Cause, and that would have actually made it so you can kind of make like a little bit of a burst team composition. Spawn Bountiful Cores before, or spawn some Dendro Cores before, transform them into Bountiful. You kind of have some burst damage. Wouldn't be too overpowered as well. Already doing 9k from a Cole, up from 5k. Still nothing compared to Traveler's 26k though. Nilou can do a solid 8,000 there, and then 22,000 on the follow-up. I think that wasn't a crit though. I love getting staggered, and that's why you run a shield. But sadly, you can't run a shield in this comp because you kind of disabled that. And this is why Genshin needs to add stagger immunity in this game, or like some sort of stagger shield that's fundamentally on every single character. And then once it's broken, you can get staggered. But baseline, every person and every character should have a stagger shield that doesn't reduce damage, but you just don't get staggered. But for some reason, they just don't consider that. I don't know why they're not listening to me. And not me specifically, but I know other people have mentioned this. It's a very good addition. We've got a Mona constellation. C2 Mona, when normal attack hits, there is a 20% chance that will automatically followed by a charge attack. Oh, ooh. Totally forgot that I got that. I keep on pressing too many buttons. Oh, C6 Beta as well. Nice. No, didn't even know I got those things. Cool. We really can't do much else. Like, I'm very, very annoyed that I can't level... Or can I? I have 160,000. No, we need 240,000, so we can't do that yet. The Kole build is going. The Nilou build is going. On brighter news, though, my Ayaka is absolutely fucking disgustingly broken. 78 crit rate, 233 crit damage, without 4-set emblem, or whatever the fuck, 4-set prior, what's it called? Shivering Coldness. Running these random pieces of artifacts. Got 30 crit damage on one piece. Crit value, though, very low there. Crit value is very low on this piece. Only 37.7 crit value. Wow, I would rate that much higher. This right here is actually a very high crit value to me. But, you know, the crit value system is definitely not flawed. Who the hell rates crit rate higher than crit value, dude? Oh, sorry, crit damage. Absolute idiots. God damn it. God damn it. I'm not going to pre-farm for Nahida on this account because I can't guarantee her for myself, so we're not going to do that. Ascend a Dendro character. Ooh. And as for the Traveler's build, 781 Elemental Mastery. I think that's that low because we're running a Dendro Damage Chalice instead of Elemental Mastery. But it doesn't have EM on it. That's why it's so low. I think it would be a worthwhile test to see what the difference would be if we run an Elemental Mastery Chalice. I think it's worth to see the difference. We have a few. We may as well level this one up. It's my only Dendro damage, so I'm going to lock it. It rolls atrociously, but we still got to level it. Because I do want to see the difference between EM and Dendro damage. To see which one will actually provide more damage. I do believe it will be the Dendro damage, because having different multipliers is better than having one massive multiplier. I believe. I believe that's the general way that people make a system. Terrible stats, obviously, 60% defense, or 60 defense. So I think previously, we can find an enemy. Let's go back to Masanori. Oh, we hit a 20-something K, 25K, 22K with the Dendro Cup. I'll test them both again. But I think it was 22K, so let's see what EM does. Imagine it's like higher. That'd be interesting if it was just like 10 times higher. It was like 30K, 35K. I'd be ooh. Ooh, that'd be good. Ready, steady, go. I don't have any numbers conflicting. 25K still. 27? I didn't use Kole, so we didn't get the shred. 27. That actually might be the sword and its thing. So that's the sword's buff. So 27K. Increases damage when a character wielding this weapon triggers an elementary action. Well, I'm assuming it's that effect. So that's with 1.139. Oh, that's a lot of fucking Elemental Mastery. It's a lot of EM. But that's obviously... Wait, no, we're not running 4 set of the Gilded, obviously, so then... Well, we have to see the difference. So what, we got a height of 27 139, I believe it was, the total damage. Try that now with full Dendro damage. I believe it now I'm thinking and this is just a pure difference between Dendro and Elemental Mastery. I'm thinking maybe the goddamn Elemental Mastery might be higher because does the reaction actually scale with Dendro? I don't know if it does. Now we're sitting at a pitiful 781 Elemental Mastery instead of 1.1000. Oops. That was the wrong thing. That was the wrong button. Let those things explode so it doesn't conflict. $26. But here's the thing. Our Dendro Cup right now doesn't have an ounce of course he blocks it. Because that's apparently a thing in this game. It doesn't have an ounce of Elemental Mastery, so even if we got like a bit of Elemental Mastery... 26. So right now the Elemental Mastery one does do better. But if we got even an ounce of Elemental Mastery on the Dendro Chalice, we'd immediately do more. Yeah. Okay. So that is an interesting thing. Now we just need to get a Dendro Cup, and that Dendro Cup just so happens to need goddamn can you transmute Pale Flame? It needs Elemental Mastery. That's what I need. Can you transmute Pale Flame? I don't know. Maybe I could try doing that. Just transmute Pale Flame to get better Euler artifacts. And in the process, maybe get a good Dendro Cup. Surely, right? Can you? I can't remember. Pale Flame anywhere here? Nah. We have a Blizzard Strayer. We could go for Blizzard Strayer for Ayaka. Maybe try to get better stats for her. Or better artifact. Maybe get a 2-set bonus. I would do Gladiators if she wasn't already using Gladiators. But there's absolutely no reason for me to do that. We could go for EM, or the EM set, just to have a bit more EM, to maybe boost her reaction damage, but I don't really do reaction damage. So a reason for that. And so other than that, it's just a process of getting better substats and actual stats. Could get a better cryo damage one, with some actual crit rate on it. Lower energy recharge and lower EM for higher rate and damage. Just make Ayaka an absolute unit. So we might as well do that on Blizzard Strayer. Hello chat and Ven, it's been a while. Province, welcome to the stream, man. It has been a while, and welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome. How are you? How are yous? You've joined us as we are just playing a bit of chill Genshin, just kind of grinding our account up a bit. I'm not really gonna try to sift through these all too accurately. I don't really care for Emblem anymore. I've already been betrayed by the artifact millions of times. Not being able to get an ounce of a good actual artifact. That's okay. We should probably try to keep that. Double crit is always good. Not going to do too many of these transmutations. Maybe just 2 of them. That would give us a good sample size. Blizzard HP. Healing bonus. Nothing. HP with a hit. Is my... Ooh, depends on what my actual Nilou's running. We'll lock that in. My Nilou's running some filler piece for her chalice. That's pretty good. Do we have any other filler pieces or other filler artifacts except for... Is that just how many gladiators I have? Oh, we have some of these ones down here. They're the new ones. Maybe I shouldn't get rid of them. No one uses Plume of Death or rather whatever these sets are except for Xiao, but Xiao's... We've already built our Xiao, so we don't have to do that again, so... Let's get rid of all of this, like that. And then go back up to the actual pieces. Yeah, let's not pay attention too much now. Paying attention is one of the worst things you can do because you actually start caring for your artifacts, and that's the worst thing to do is care for your artifacts. What do you give me? Come on. Nope. Nope. Hydro, nope. Physical... That's physical double crit. You know what? Sure, why not? Nope. Nope. Pyro, nope. Nope. No. 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 That's unfortunate. But that physical chalice might be good on our Eula because I think our Eula needs a filler chalice? No, she needs a filler helmet. Maybe we have a better helmet for Eula. I know I'm jumping around between who I'm building, but I'm just kind of having a bit of fun and trying to build random characters. Oh, I can actually make my Eula a lot stronger here. I didn't even know I had this helmet. Damn, what's our Eula sitting at now? 69, 177. Having a great day. Just watched Genshin special program just now. Seems like 3.2 is indeed pretty lit. It's looking pretty good, absolutely. In my opinion, it's looking pretty good. I've given it a thumbs up. There's obviously a few problems. Nothing obviously is perfect. But in terms of like Genshin standards, it's rather good, I'd say. I'm all for it being a rather good patch. High expectations. And that's our Eula's now. Okay, we couldn't do... Maybe we can do even better there. Maybe we have something better. What up? Crit rate, crit damage. Zhongli's artifact is irreplaceable for him. Maybe I can level a piece up that has both these stats on it. Do I not have helmets with crit rate, crit damage on them? Maybe I got rid of them recently. Well, that's Eula now. She's rocking EM instead of all attack, but... Oh no, she was rocking EM before. Well, I guess Eula's doing more damage now. Now all I need to do is get her weapon, and then our physical damage bonus will be higher than 83. I think it'll be... Wait, why is it... Oh yeah, we have that set. And then her physical damage bonus would be like... What, like 100 and... 140? Or something because of the sword. 140 because of the sword. And then, but her attack then suffers severely. I think it probably dropped down to 2k, maybe even 1.9. Which is not terrible for a character, but then means what's more important, the sword, physical, or is it the is it the attack? Ah, well, that's something. So this account is ridiculously strong. We've got a good Dendro team, or Dendro method of dealing damage. We've got a tanker who's unstoppable because of Staff of Homer. We've got good animo damage, we've got good physical damage, we've got good cryo damage, we've got good hydro damage. Good animo damage again, good pyro damage. If I wanted to, I could do geo damage, but I kind of hate the character, so no thank you. Got good pyro damage here. What element am I missing here? Pyro. Pyro is actually the one element on this account that I am missing. Maybe I should make this the Yoimiya account. Is this your main account / server? No, this is our alt. This is our second. This is my second. Yeah, Pyro is the only thing I don't have that's a 5-star variant. I think everything else that's Dendro damage. Technically, she's Hydro, but she does more Dendro damage through her kit than Hydro. Geo damage, but Arataki as well. Animo, physical, cryo, Hydro. I'm just missing Pyro. God damn it, dude. Just missing goddamn Pyro. Maybe I should roll on Yoimiya, but do I care that much about it? Not really. Pyro's okay. Pyro's a bit overrated.
Can all be as tall as magic?
Could I do a few things to get maybe some rolls right now? We did roll a bit earlier. I'm kind of dry on the rolls. I don't think I could. Well, it doesn't matter. But we are going to jump on the main account pretty much now. We've got a few things to do on the main account before the reset. The reset happens in like an extra hour. So we got to do a bit of exploration and building of characters there, pre-farming for Nahida. We are rolling heavily on Nahida. We have like saved up like a few hundred rolls. I would convert my Primo Gems into it, but I don't really like doing that. But I think I have about like 50,000 Primo Gems saved up so far. And a lot more in the future, or a lot more is arriving. So we have a lot saved up right now. As they get attacked by a bird. Yeah, look at this. We got 44,027 actual rolls, which is quite a lot. And a lot more to come. We've got the shop reset in a few days on the actual patch launch. Or rather, a day before the patch launch, I believe. And then we've also got a Spiral Abyss resetting in a few days as well. So all is well. And we've also got a large percentage of this area to still explore, seeing as we are sitting at 73, 92, and 84. And then this one over here is 54, 80, 69, 63. So we've got a lot of exploration still to do. But that might be mostly done throughout the actual next patch. I think next patch we can unlock, or I should be able to unlock the, what's it called again? The treasure compass, which will help us explore a lot easier. 154k from Raiden Shogun. All in a day's work. All in a day's work. The reason we're killing this guy, we need Dendro Crystals as we are pre-farming for Nahida. We want to get a lot of Dendro stuff. The only thing that we want to be able to farm on the next patch launch is the Dendro Hypostasis. That's the next thing. That's actually one thing I didn't actually mention. Oh, that's what I forgot to mention in the summary, I guess because I forgot about it. Is the Dendro Hypostasis is also being added next patch. And I want to say, the Dendro Hypostasis looks cool, as well as the Dendro... Oh, sorry, not the Dendro, but the Hypostasis event. That's the one thing I did forget as well, the Hypostasis event. The Hypostasis event actually looks pretty interesting. You can actually, like, make the boss fight different from the one in the overworld, and thus make it a hard fight. Next week, I should be getting my compass? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I guess if you... I'm, like, a few weeks behind on this account because I missed a... I did it on... I leveled up the wrong account and whatnot, so I'm going to be a fair bit behind, so... Hopefully, I can also get the compass within the next patch during Nahida's banner. But yeah, the Dendro Hypostasis, as well as the Hypostasis event, looks pretty good, I'll be honest with you. I saw the changes, like the Cryo Hypostasis, just the little thing that they showed. The Cryo Hypostasis gets like an extra wall mechanic, you have to like dodge more things. It looks fucking sick. Which I really appreciate, actually adding some different things to an event instead of it just being the same thing but with more HP. You know what I mean? I very much appreciate that. Unscrupulous dealings. Oh. So I'm kind of hyped now about that event. I saw that and I was like, damn, dude, you can actually kind of change the boss fight. It's not going to be the same thing, just in like a harder format. Damn, no way. Let me change... Oh, I can't. Oop. I need to change up my team. I'm using the wrong team. On this account, I've started using a specific team. The previous... didn't you participate? The previous one? Yeah, I did participate, but the previous one didn't really have any different mechanics. At least nothing that was actually, like, visibly impressive. That's what I'm talking about. Is that this Hypostasis event, the one that's coming in next patch, is it looks to actually have some very, very different mechanics. Whilst the previous one, if I remember correctly, now again, it's been a long time since the previous Hypostasis event, I think at least a year and a half now. The previous one didn't really have like major mechanics added to the bosses. They just kind of were just the bosses there. And also, we didn't have a lot of Hypostasis, we just had the Animo, Electro, and Geo one. So, nothing really major there. This previous one was just 4? Who's the 4th one? I'm forgetting an element, I know that for a fact. And I'm definitely not going to remember it because I got the brain of a toddler right now.
I won't hold you.
Animo, Electro, Geo, Cryo? Was the Cryo one there?
Off we go.
Oh yeah, it must have been. Cryo was added in Dragonspine. That's true, that's true. I just forgot about it. But yeah, like I know for a fact that like the other or the previous hypostasis event didn't have extra mechanics. You weren't dealing with new mechanics specifically designed for that event. You were just fighting the hypostases at higher HP thresholds. You know, they'd just be like 10 levels higher, thus have like a few 100,000 more HP. But that being changed now to what it is to what it is right now is really good. That's even better. And then yeah, on top of that, we also have the Hydro Hypostasis, which a lot of people, like the Hydro Hypostasis, a lot of people just don't farm or haven't ever fought or had a reason to fight, because I think for the Hydro Hypostasis, you only need that for Kokomi and Ayato. And Ayato, has he, I don't even think he's had his first rerun, right? I can't remember an Ayato rerun, so he hasn't even reappeared, so newer players that joined after him haven't had a chance to even get him. And then on top of that, I don't know if he was all rolled for. Yeah, he was rolled for actually. So it's like you got a lot of new things.
Stabilize.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
My bad. Last one we only got 3, but the 4th day we fought 3Q by round. Ah, yes, you are right. You are right. Hey, are you all rested up, Ben? No, I still haven't slept. I still haven't slept. Literally, I've been functioning off of not sleeping for the past 3 days. Haven't slept a wink. Nah, I have. I'm all G. I woke up at like 1 p.m. But yeah, you are absolutely right there, Providence. I believe the previous one was when there was only 3. Because then I don't believe the Cryo Cube launched on Dragonspine's launch, or the event might have been before Ben. But regardless. I'm much more excited about this new Hypostasis event than I am the previous one. Much more excited.
Everybody stand back. Let's light it up. You can't run.
I will have order.
And then obviously I've already voiced how excited I am about the other events that are being in the patch. So. The next patch of Genshin seems to be a very good patch. Like, and to gauge it, you know, I've recently started looking at patches as like, how good is it to start as a new player in this patch? It's not that great, right? I'll be honest, it's not that great of a patch to be a new player, but if you're a moderately kind of half-invested player, it's not a bad one to be in. But yeah, as a new player, it's the middle of the pack. Nothing too amazing. You'll be able to get some easy gems, but it's like you're not getting anything that will really boost you up in power. Like the free Dory isn't going to help anyone. Cryo Hyper launch with Eula, Dragonspine launch with Garnu and Albedo. You are absolutely right there. Yep, you are right there. You are absolutely right there. Quite a while later, yeah. I remember now. Well, it is what it is. But yes, 3.2. Good if you're kind of there moderately, but if you're a brand new player, meh. I just think Dory was a bit of a bad character. They didn't really think about it. It's it's like what's more severe than niche? Is there like a term to use to describe something that is so niche? It's in a niche category in terms of being niche, right? That's what Dory is. That is what her playstyle is. It's the nichest of niche. And it's just very bad and underwhelming because you have to. You have to like position the enemies so precisely between you and her lantern to get electro application, and then some other bull crap about her energy recharge rate, which is not even that high. And so it's like, for that to be a new character or a free character is very, very underwhelming. Is Eula the only one that uses the cry or the hypo mats? No. Aloy. I knew there was one more because I remember farming it, but I haven't farmed for Eula on this account. But Aloy. And just those two, yeah. Aloy and Eula. To be quite frank though, it's because also we haven't gotten new Dragonspine characters or new Mondstadt characters. That's probably also the reason why we haven't gotten a new one that needs it. If we go by like a lot of like not leaks per se, but a lot of like speculation information, when Mika as a character was announced, people saw that he had a cryo vision on him, so he has a potential to be another character that uses the cryo hypostasis. But at the same time, it's like, you know, he probably also will use the cryo flower. Who fucking knows? But for now, yes, it's just Aloy and Eula. Until we get more Mondstadt characters, which hopefully at some point we kind of like focus back on Mondstadt. But then again, who knows? Who knows? Because I feel like Mondstadt is like the region with the least population of like at least recent characters. Not even, maybe not most characters, because I think a lot of the main story characters are from there. Like, you have obviously like everyone that was involved in the summertime event, then all the 5 stars, which is like 4 or 5 of them, maybe 6, and then a few of the other filler characters like Razor and Barbara. Shenhe released as Liyue character, but the boss is Inazuma. No. What's her boss again? Hey, you are correct, actually, technically. Technically, you are correct. Yeah. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I'm just trying to think, because I know some... What's a recent character? Hazo. Hazo, I don't have him on this account, but Hazo... requires, he requires an older material, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I have a way to find his material without, like, looking him up. But doesn't he require a super old material? Fuck, I wish you could, like, find information out about the character without, like, struggling. I wish the game gave you information, but I'm pretty sure Hazo requires an old material. And I'm just gonna look it up right now, so sorry if the game is, like, paused for you. Shikano and Hazo. I know he doesn't. He requires that. No, it launched with him. Never mind. No, he requires the worm. I thought he required an animo boss. Fuck, I swear some character required something old at some point. Or am I just hallucinating? I'm smoking fucking reef, dude. Maybe they'll add a new cryo boss then. Cryo windworm or some cryo worm. They'll add some other cryo enemy. I'm smoking absolute doobies right now. Holy shit. I think this region of Sumeru for me is most explored, so I'm gonna leave this place. I've got almost 100% exploration here, so there's no point in trying to walk around and get anything. So we'll go to the other areas like the Ashavan realm. But I don't know, I guess in the end, is like 2 characters per boss really that bad of a ratio? Because let's think about it, right? How many bosses does Genshin actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Actually, we can't count the world bosses, so he's counted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Is that Ashtar? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 bosses or so. Times that by 2 characters per boss, 40 characters. How much does the game have right now? Like 50 odd characters? 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5 times 11, 56 characters right now. And a few of them obviously have duplicates, like a lot of the Pyro characters, like from the early game, needed the Pyro Regisvine only, so... It's not too bad of a number. 2 characters per boss is pretty okay for my standards. Let us now though equip this thing because we're going to be in the forest for a while. I think a bigger thing to slightly be not concerned. Concerned is the wrong word, but I think to be a bit more concerned about is their distribution of like weekly boss materials, the materials that you need to like level up your talents past level 6, is the distribution of that between your characters and between like, oh god, which characters use what, because I know a lot of the early Sumeru characters right now are still using the Raiden Shogun material. I feel like that shouldn't be the case. At least personally, I don't believe that should be the case. They should have tried to get the Sumeru weekly boss out a bit faster. I think this patch, like 3.1, should have been the time. But then in the end, I also don't really care. But it's a small inconsistency that's a bit annoying. It's going to get like a exponentially more kind of confusing down the line when like a new player has done all the story and whatnot, but they just roll for a character that's kind of old from this specific region. And then they look at what material they need, and it just so happens that they need to farm a material from a completely different region. And it's like, oh, this is a bit odd, but whatever. I was thinking in terms of like, as like the game's longevity, it is in some senses sacrificing cohesiveness just to have a smoother launch. But it's sacrificing long-term cohesiveness, if that's the right word. I don't know. Kind of rambling right now, but small concerns I have about the future. But at the same time, they're not really doing too much right now with these patch notes, because, and specifically I'm talking about the system updates in regards to what I'm about to say, is that their system updates, I've never seen a game, personally, this is my personal experience, Genshin's like system updates are the weakest system updates in all of gaming history. I will stand by this. Genshin system updates are by far some of the worst, weirdest, most confusing system updates I've ever seen. For them to prioritize what they're prioritizing right now in terms of a system update, I'm in perpetual bafflement. Like, I understand the Teapot is an amazing system, and a lot of people do spend about, you know, probably 10 to 20 plus hours in the Teapot alone per week. But to prioritize that over adding like a higher than 60 FPS option for your PC players is very, very odd, right? As well as like prioritizing, again, I said this in the summary, but nothing against Turkish or Italian people, nothing against them personally. But I'm just gonna say this, even if it was any other language, I'd much rather have higher FPS than cater to your language. I'm sorry to say it. Sorry to say the truth. But it's like there are slightly more important things to be focusing on than that. Like, your game running better is a lot more important in my eyes than being able to just, like, read it. Just saying. So it's like, weakest fucking, what was it again, patch notes in all of history. And even then, it's really hard to find the patch notes for Genshin. I sometimes struggle. Sometimes it says it's on the front page, but they got that cycling bullshit. I kind of just get lost half the time, so they could do a better job there as well. Where is this thing? There we go. I should probably also get these mushrooms for when I build a Kole on this account. Which will hopefully be never, because I never want to build this idiot. Even though she's already level 60. Because Genshin, again, and I've said this pretty much a lot for a long time now, it's like very good marketing. Like, if anything, one of the best marketed games out there. 10 out of 10 for marketing. But god damn it, everywhere else is just absolutely atrocious. Every other area of the game is just absolutely atrocious. We're gonna do this luxurious chess puzzle really quickly. Hopefully I remember where all the locations are. There should be one up here. Yep, there it is. There we go, light that up. Like, the game looks amazing. Probably, from the outside, looks like an absolute, god tier game. But god damn it, dude. Make things better on the inside. We need more internal work than external work. And there should be another mushroom on a few of these trees here. There's 7 in total, so I need to get... I've got 1. That's 2. That's 2. Shoot that. Is there anything on this tree? I don't believe so. I did read something about Genshin actually adding a new setting. They're getting rid of a setting in the actual like graphic settings. Hold up, I'll bring it up. I read something that they are removing and replace. Oh, that's the wrong setting. They're replacing, what is it called? Like SSA. Yeah, they're getting rid of, like, they're changing the type of anti-aliasing. They're changing this to something completely different. I don't know what it is, but they're changing it. Which I don't really have, like, an opinion of, because I don't really know what anti-aliasing does. I think it just smoothens everything out. But apparently I heard that they are changing that to something else. But apparently it, like, lowers the performance of PCs. And, like, it lowers the performance of the game. So I'm very concerned about them doing that change, whilst also not enabling 60 FPS. Oh, sorry, above 60 FPS. I have very high concerns about adding something that is going to lower overall performance, but then also at the same time not adding a high performance option. It's like, well, fuck me life, eh? You just want us to play this game in 1 frame per second? Is there a mushroom up here? Nope. Do you think Tartag will be getting a rerun again? I've actually, you know, here's the thing. I'm Province. I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't actually. It's fine. Because, and I've read this from a comment, because a lot of people are kind of annoyed that Tartaglia is getting another rerun. You change your mind once you realize that he hasn't had a rerun in over a year now, I believe. He hasn't had a rerun in a very, very long time. Essentially, since the start of Inazuma, he hasn't had a rerun. And since the early days of Inazuma. So, to kind of, that kind of trend of, like, Tartaglia getting another rerun is kind of incorrect, because it isn't really, it's happening to Yoimiya. Yoimiya's patch, Yoimiya was like 2.6 or 3.0. When was Yoimiya's rerun? 3.0? Yeah. When was Yoimiya's last patch? Let me just get that up. Because the reason that people were kind of shitting on Tartaglia for this rerun stuff was because he had a rerun, like, pretty much, like, very close to each other. He had, like, a rerun this patch, and then he had a rerun the next patch, or the patch after that one, right? Not because of any other reason. Yoimiya, what patch is this? It's, August. During the, summer, yeah, so Yoimiya had a rerun in 2.6, and now she's getting a rerun in 3.2. So 2 patches apart, essentially, right? That's essentially the same treatment that Tartaglia got, right? So it's a bit more of like, that's the reason that people get a bit annoyed by it, is that the frequency of a character. It doesn't make sense for Yoimiya to be getting a rerun right now. She just had a banner. It should be something like a Hu Tao, or something like a, oh god, where am I going? It should be something other than Yoimiya, but she is. And so I'm fine with the Tartaglia one, because even though he's a shit character to me, I think it is justified that he gets a rerun, because it has been a very long time. But the Yoimiya one is the big concern. Because it doesn't make much sense for them to rerun characters that have already had a rerun, because at this point in the game's life, maybe during Tartaglia's they didn't have that many characters in the game, but right now they have an extremely high amount of characters in this game. So there's no real justification for saying, oh, well, you know, we don't have, there's not that many characters in the game, so we're just rerunning this one because, because we just to get them out of the way. But it's like the game has a metric shit ton of characters, so it doesn't make much sense to say that, you know, for Maho to say that, oh, you know, well, we just don't have enough characters to rerun, so we're just doing this one. You have a fuck ton of characters. Rerun anything else. Anything else right now. Also, I've kind of lost track of how many mushrooms. I think we should be at like 6 or 5 right now. And I don't believe there's any on the intermission trees here, but I could all... Oh, I think I am wrong. There is one up there, which I have to then go up higher to get to, but I think there is one on this tree as well. I also feel like MiHoYo has some weird incentive to always try to rerun specific characters at the same time that they have released, and they do this specifically with Xiao. Listen, I understand they want to celebrate their Chinese New Year. I get it. Whatever, celebrate your own year's, like, success or fucking, like, year. But fuck my life, you don't have to rerun specific characters at the same time that they get released every single time. Like, you can rerun Xiao at any time you want, but you specifically want to rerun him at once a year. He doesn't appear any more or any less than once a year. And it's like, okay, cool. But why? Like, this doesn't mean anything. It's just, like, once people have your character at C6, they're not going to re-roll him again. They're not going to continuously roll, so... And once people, like, also have him at a specific level, they're not going to continue rolling on him just because he's appeared again. Like, I don't want Xiao constellations, even though I know there's infinite power there. I don't want them because he only gets power at C6. So I have to dedicate time over time over time to get him powerful. Not just getting one, like, because not all of his constellations are equal. That's what I'm saying. And so it's like, okay, you can rerun him more frequently, or you can rerun him a bit more at different intervals, right? You don't have to do this. It feels like a seasonal character now, not limited. Exactly. It feels like a seasonal character, not limited. Like, limited implies, obviously, limited. But in a way, it also insinuates that they'll sporadically appear. You can't predict it. Xiao's appearance, you can predict easily. And the reason I bring this up is because of characters like Hu Tao and Ganyu. I also, for some reason, feel like Hu Tao, specifically, also only ever appears around the New Year, the Chinese New Year time. Not exactly on Chinese New Year, but she's never before, like, heavily before. She's never, like, mid-year, and she's never, like... kind of like she's never between the months of like March to August. She's never there. She's always at some semblance of a near the Chinese New Year period. It's like, okay, you could put it somewhere else. You could put it in these other positions, because like I'm pretty sure her last rerun was about like what, February, March, February, March. If I'm scrolling through the banner list right now. Where are we? That's the first banner. There's the Hu Tao. Yeah, she launched March. Her first rerun was November. Pretty sure she's had a second rerun, hasn't she? Has she not had a second rerun? Wait, what? Sorry, I know you guys can't see this. I thought she did have a second rerun. Or am I just scrolling too fast to see it? Oh, I thought Hu Tao already had a second round. Well, yeah, like, it's always around this specific period. It's just make it the seasonal characters, dude. God damn it, man. God damn it, seasonal characters. Pisses me off. Pisses me raw off. Her rerun during Inazuma, that's all, yeah. It would have been, yeah, last November. Not like this, obviously not this November. I'm acting like people go in the future. Yeah, it was last November. I thought there was one sooner. I thought there were, like, yeah. But I guess November would have been kind of like patch. That would have been 2.2? No, 2. Honestly, this doesn't matter. In the end, goddamn, it feels a lot more like seasonal. Like, exactly like you said, it feels like seasonal instead of limited time. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man? Maybe we should get through some of these quests, eh, boys? I thought about doing these quests because they do give a chunky amount of Primo Gems. But we have a lot of quests to do if we really want to catch up. But I do want to do these before the Nahida rerun. Or sorry, before the Nahida launch. And one of these quests, annoyingly enough, is the Kazuha quest, which is very much known to be one of the worst quests in all of Genshin because it pretty much has nothing important happen ever. And it has a lot of random bullshittery happen. So I think I might just do one of the Sumeru characters because I'm still going to skip through 90% of the dialogue because I don't really care about them all too much. But let me just quickly see which one. I don't want to do any of them. I don't want to do any of them, but I'm going to do it for the gems. Let's do Tignari. Vulpes Verda. We're gonna do it and I don't care. We're just doing it for the gems. Alright. We've got an hour, about 40 minutes until reset, 30 minutes until reset. Then we can maybe do a few things. I already bought the battle pass. Our Nahida materials are on the way. She's pretty much been able... I'm gonna be able to crown one of her abilities day one. And then we're pretty much set to win. I have no good teams with her. I have nothing that I can synergize with her well. And so I'm pretty much going in there just having an Archon for the sake of having an Archon. Hey, what's up, Tignari? No skippable quest. I haven't done... Oh, it's too loud. I also can hear it. It's too loud. I need to turn it down after this. I haven't been doing character story quests unless they force me to, like Ajahar locked behind Zhongli's story. That's a fair reason to do it, to be quite frank with you. But I hopefully, like, I think from now on, they rethink that process. Well, I think no, don't quote me here, but I'm pretty sure the Raiden Shogun boss is also hidden behind or locked behind the Raiden Shogun quest. But I think that's the actual Archon quest, Imperatrix Ambrosia, part 3, instead of actually a character quest like the Zhongli one. Because the Zhongli one is his actual, like, character quest instead of an Archon quest. Also, I think the Raiden Shogun boss is actually hidden behind an Archon quest. So you just kind of unlock it by progressing. Which is the better way to do it. I think they fixed themselves right there with that one immediately after Ajahar. They were like, ooh, locking a weekly boss behind a random character story quest. That's a no-go. So they immediately fixed that. And that was my phone. Let me turn that off because no notifications. Buy Vasanti grass from a traveling merchant. And I guess a lot of people would do the stories. A lot of people would literally be done with the stories if you could just skip them, to be quite frank, in the end. In the end, it would happen like that. Like, I don't really care about whatever Tignari's gonna do. Like, I like the character. He's cool, but don't really care. Old phone? No, it's not an old phone. Just old ringtone. Listen, I have a reason for this, because people think that you have an old phone once you get a notification, but then once you pull out the iPhone 27 iMax Pro Efficiency Maximum Upgraded Ultimatum, once you pull out that bad boy with a ventilation fan, a 4090 on it, and a brick the size of Gondor, once you pull that bad boy out, but they hear that old... they respect. So, you know, it may sound like it's from the 1450s, but it's from the 2070s. I've literally got a 4090 in my telephone. My televised phenocular device. So respect the hustle.
I heard from the we don't normally, it only shows up. You haven't tried cat. We have, however, it apparently once its stash grows
But do I have the iPhone 56 Sagondi's Gusher? Gusher I, the tight hole of the OC99? No, I'm not a degenerate. I wouldn't buy that tissue, but you, on the other hand, I have no doubt that you would purchase that immediately. I'm quite the normal person. I wouldn't buy that one, but you see that on display and you would pay a fortune for it, wouldn't you, buddy? Sell a kidney for that. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Don't worry, buddy. I know you. I know you. Ah, yes, quite the adequate response from other people, yes. Quite the name, I agree there. Just tissue question mark dot dot dot. Exactly my thoughts. You saying you're normal is like me saying I hate Ussy? Well, no. Me saying I'm normal is a lot more accurate than you saying you hate Ussy. I'll be honest with you. I'm much closer to normal than you are to not saying Ussy. And that's a fact. You can do a graph. You can do a graph. It'll be quite accurate. It'll be quite a good graph. No way we have a fucking trailing quest. Follow a fucking fat piece of garbage. But, hey Levi, welcome to the stream. And also Tissue. I know I didn't say this, but welcome to the stream, guys. Hershivyada, oh my god. Welcome to the stream as well, Hershivyada, welcome. Hope you're all having great evenings. Oh yeah, this quest has this like mech in it. No, I've been here. I just woke up and a thought crossed my mind. Oh yeah, what's up? The thought crossed your mind. It's like, I haven't watched Ven today. Maybe I should do that. That's a good thought. I'm kind of interested in this, but not too really. Oh yeah, the classic thought of, should I watch Ven or shouldn't I? That's a great thought to be having. To watch or to not watch? That's the question. To be quite frank with you, we're playing Genshin right now and just doing character quests, so the answer should be to not watch because it's boring as fuck. We're just doing this until reset happens, then we can do some reset things and then switch over to Honkai, do its reset, and then if we have some time, maybe do a bit of Overwatch playtime. Maybe play a bit of the shoot game. Shooty shoots. Indulge in a bit of the pew-pews. Give the mechanical components back to the merchant. How does Global and C server of Honkai have the same version but not the same anniversary? Does that mean Global skipped a few patches at the start? Great question. That's a great question. I guess it would be the fact that it doesn't have the same anniversary because... it just launched a patch or two later, right? So, like... yeah. Yeah, it would. I haven't said hello. If you buy that phone, that kind of phone, your name may immediately or might say instantly, known across neighborhood. It would be known immediately across every neighborhood known to man. Hey, Hershivada, that's a great question, by the way. I have no idea. It's a confusing dilemma, but what can you do about it? Mihoyo does Mihoyo things. That's my saying. Global players started differently? Well, it's the same way between the China server and the C server, right? It would be the same way. Like, the C server obviously started well after the China server. And it started at a different patch, right? So you wouldn't... or did it? I don't fucking know now. It's a dilemma that I'm not too interested in sitting about, because in the end, Global's getting fucked a lot of the time. Because fuck Global, obviously. Yo, America, dude? Fuck America. That's what I'm saying. Fuck America. We need all game development companies to move to Australia. Right? That's what needs to happen. We need to move to the motherland, dude. We need everyone to migrate to the motherland. So we can have some fun here. Because Australia has been fun-starved. There's very little fun happening here, right? And that's not fair. I want fun as well. And so we're going to need everyone to start migrating over. Fill in the population, right? Like 90% of Australia is not populated, right? I think Australia could fit all of America in Australia. Just in the center, next to the massive rock called Uluru. I just found out CN server started 13 months after CN server. I just found out CN server started 13 months after the CN server. Okay, interesting. Quick maths. Since CN is on 2016, so that's why C server is almost the same anniversary in their patch. C server started 13 months after CN, yeah. So C, 13 months after. So that's why the C server is almost the same anniversary in their patch. I guess that would be the reason, yeah, because it's a lot closer to being at the same time of year, but a different year, right? I think that's probably the thing, right? That's probably the reason for it, is that they decided to actually make it the same time of year, but a completely different year. And so you can actually have it at the same, like everyone can celebrate the anniversary at the same time. Instead of having like one anniversary this month, and then 2 months later you have another anniversary, but on a different server, and then 3 months later you have a different anniversary. See, that's the weird way to do it, and that's why I think global not being at the exact same time as C, and then C also just not in general being at the same exact time as China, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And I think it completely stems from China's desire, the Chinese people's desire, to just want everything before everyone. These absolute scumbags. The scum. They want everything before everyone else. Bro, sharing is in fact some form of caring. Give it over, dude. Let us experience fun together. But no, they want everything early. So basically, C server skipped the year of patch and global skip more than 1 year's of patch? Yep. But that makes sense. No, that makes sense. If your game doesn't launch with all servers at all times, that makes sense. Like, it happens in all games, but it's like, because it's a different server, it doesn't really matter. So, to an extent, because you're never going to interact with the other region. You're never going to interact with them in terms of, like, a leaderboard. Because in the grand scheme of things, the only reason I'm moderately disappointed by it is because it's happening on this one patch where I would like for the anniversary to be there, because it makes sense for it to be there because everyone else is experiencing it there. And obviously, I might change my mind that of, like, you know, if the actual global, like, let's say anniversary happens at like a really good time for like when I want to roll on things and I get more rolls and whatnot. And more like more rewards. It's like, okay, cool. I won't take it back because I still don't agree with it, but it'll be moderately fulfilling. But that's like my general concern, is that people are celebrating the same anniversary or the same occasion. It would be like celebrating New Year's, but like one country celebrates it at it's like different countries celebrate it each subsequent month, right? So Australia celebrates New Year at January, and then you know. Russia celebrates it in March, and then Japan celebrates it in August. And it's like, well, now you're just being fucking weirdos doing this, right? It's about we celebrate the turning of a new year, everyone at the same time. And I think that's why most of the world celebrates it at, you know, 31st of fucking December or 1st of January. Hey, it's the new year. This Roman calendar bullshit, pretty fucking good. I don't know what its actual name, but the fucking Roman Catholic calendar, or whatever the fuck it is, it's a pretty good system. But then, China comes in, wants everything a bit weirder. Oh, we'll have Chinese New Year in fucking, like, the February. Yeah, let's fucking go, dude. We'll have Chinese New Year in February. or whatever the fuck it is. We'll have it mid-January instead of like everyone else, 1st of January, 31st of December. We'll have it later or earlier if you will in the year. We'll have it at the fucking 17th of January. Bro, what the fuck? A different server launch different times, so has Australia still got a chance? Maybe Australia server launching a bit late? Brother, I'm not restarting. There's no value for me to restart my account. So let's say there will be a new Australia server next month. So Oz server starts at 6.1 and missed all 5 years worth of stuff that happened. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, okay. Again, because it's a brand new server, and if you're obviously it is sad that you miss out on 5 years worth of content. But what are you gonna do? Now you have 5 years worth of content to play through. You'll have launch events. I'm sure the launch rewards will be extremely good, you know, to incentivize actually playing the game. But it's because everyone on that server will play at the same level. No one has an advantage because they were there earlier or there later, unless you actually join this server at a later date after its launch. It's not really a problem because you're just the thing that you missed out are on the limited time things. And so it's like it's the same way of just not playing the game at the launch of the actual server itself, right? You miss out on the gems that you got from a limited time event, which you know is limited time. So it's like, whatever. It is what it is. Do you rather miss 5 years of content or not play at all type of shit? What? Do you rather miss 5 years of content or not play at all type of shit? I don't really know what you mean by that, but it's up to the person on how they view it, because I personally wouldn't be too disheartened, because I think that's still better than how it is right now with CN. I think Genshin does, personally, in my opinion, updating better than Honkai. Here's why. I don't like the fact that China or the CN server, sorry, is actually in general ahead of like Global and C, right? Because Global and C progress in patches at the same time, right? It's about a few hours apart, but roughly, it's a few days apart, sorry. I think 1 day or 2 days apart, but it's roughly at the same time. CN is like 2 patches ahead. Why? Why do that? What's the purpose of that? So, if the game or if the servers are all updating at the same time, I just missed out on 5 years of content because let's say the server in my region just wasn't there and I didn't want to play. Yeah, sure, I just missed out. Whatever. It is what it is. Do you rather not play at all because of no server or just play the server and miss 5 years of content? Well, that's up to the person, right? And I guess that's my reasoning for it, is like, depends on how the updates happen. I much more dislike a certain server being ahead in terms of raw time, like Honkai does it, where CN is ahead in content just for the fucking sake of it, really. I don't really know. You can't really justify, because they launch first. I don't give a shit if they launch first. They could have launched in 1455. I still wouldn't care. Have it all be at the same time. But I would start brand new. The same thing is like with Genshin. I'd restart Genshin on the Australian server. I wouldn't put an abundance of time into it, but I'd still restart it and see how it goes, and see if they add some stuff and like, alright, cool, it feels better. Because overall I'm a bit of a ping person. I'm a bit of a gameplay kind of guy, right? I'm a bit of a gameplay kind of guy, and so if it feels better to play, sure. Isn't your VLV account a different server? It's on the European server, yeah. But the difference between the European and the American server in terms of Honkai's global is a few hours, right? And that's a negligible amount of difference. That's what I'm meaning, rather. Being one server being a patch ahead versus one server being one server being a patch ahead in terms of literally a few months versus one server being ahead in terms of patches by a few hours. That's a totally a big difference. One server can experience the new patch and find out everything to do with it within that whole month, so it and then ruin the experience. Not necessarily that they will ruin it, but they can ruin the experience for the people who don't quite have it yet a whole month in advance. Whilst I'm sure for a fact that the C server can't ruin the whole patch for me just because they have it a few days before global, right? They're not going to ruin shit because, like, you're not going to fucking figure out half of it because you don't have the time to do it. So it's a bit of a difference in terms of that. A few hours versus a few months is a bit of a difference.
Extinguish our fire also. All right.
Retrieve the past pest repelling. Prepare to set off. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't like it. Fuck it. Fuck Honkai. Piece of shit. It's a piece of garbage. Literally uninstalling the game as we speak right now. I've got it uninstalled on the second monitor here. Boom, it's uninstalled. It was only like 3 gigabytes anyway, because that's how bad of a game it is, dude. That. And boom. Alright. Defeat the monsters in my path. Spawn them all at once, maybe, and that'll be slightly better. Maybe. I don't know. We chuck that down. We'll spawn a lot of these cores, as none of them spawn. And then we hit it with Bennett, and he causes a 17,000 reaction, because Bennett does Bennett things. Bam. Slam. What about a year difference like PGR CN and PGR Global? A hype appeared about a year before, and since the range is too far, would it be possible to recreate the hype for the global server? Almost impossible. If you are staying in touch with the game, and this is specifically if you're playing the game and you are treating it not as your like life, but you are treating the game as your game. This is the game that I play daily. If you're in touch with the game and you are staying up to date with it, and there's a year difference between this server getting it and then this server getting it, the hype will disappear. 100%. It won't disappear, sorry. It will diminish heavily. Heavily diminish. Now, if you're playing the game casually, like, oh yeah, I play it, I log on, I do my things, and then I go do some other stuff. I get off and then I go do some other stuff. Then like usual, it won't affect you. But for the people who stay in touch, stay in tune, it 100% they'll be like, oh, also, okay, that's what that was. Okay, cool. Well, you know, I already knew kind of half of this, and so that thus I'm not going to care too much. You know, definitely. Even for players that start to play on global, again, it depends on how in touch and how like into the game you are. Because if you are, again, I'll describe it in higher detail. If you start on global, but you're super into the game. You're super into it, you love it, and you pay attention to communities, you pay attention to, not necessarily leaks, but you pay attention to communities, you follow Twitter pages, you have a bit of Instagram knowledge here, you're a part of a Discord to do with the game. There will be some stuff that eventually pops up and says, oh, this just launched officially on China Global. And you'll be like, oh, okay, that's on China Global, and you see a character, and you're like, oh, that character. But then on global, right? I think it's in China Global, right? It launched on China, but then on global, you're a year behind, and you see like a reference to this character, and you're like, oh, so that's who that character is. Oh, right. And so you're able to see specifically, you can kind of tie it into Honkai with like what character is what, right? You see a character like let's say global. Honkai was at the launch of Elysian Realm. That's where they are right now. But global, with China was at the Hersher of Human Ego launch, right? And you may see where I'm going with this. And you're playing on global. And you're having a good time on global. And oh, Elysia just dropped. Miss Pink Elf just dropped. Let's go, dude. A bow physical character. Oh, great. But then you're a part of a Discord and you're browsing, and someone says, oh, look what just launched on global. Look what just launched on CN. And it's Hersher of Human Ego, Elysia. You're like, what? Hersher? Human Ego? Elysia? Hype is kind of diminished and even spoiled to an extent. Now, this is not going to happen for everyone, like I've just said. It's not going to happen for everyone because not everyone's in touch with everything. But for the people who kind of are very excited about their game and want to pay attention to a lot about it, but not necessarily spoil it for themselves, they will encounter these types of things where certain things are diminished if the servers are that far apart. Like pulling decision, like how we are manipulated with Vilvi against Host of H. You could look at it that way. I think that's just, that's looking at spoilers more so, because that's, again, I think a lot of that, well, I guess that did come from the CN, right? Yeah. Sorry, yes, that is pretty much exactly it. Pretty much it, yeah. This is the, not necessarily the problem, but the reason that I'm opposed to looking at betas for live service games. Right, this is the reason that I fundamentally say don't play betas if it's a live service game. Or just don't have betas for your live service games, because guess what? It's a live service game. Launch it, and then fix it during its live service, right? Have some semblance of a video game, launch it, and then during its live service lifetime, fix it. Don't have like copious amounts of betas where people can like experience 99% of the video game, and then they have a live version of it where they can complain about shit that was in the beta that you didn't eventually fix, which is half of the shit that happens in Genshin's beta, is for example what I'm saying, right? A lot of people complain about a lot of things in Genshin's beta, but half of it doesn't get fixed because it's like, I don't fucking know. Just have the game where people encounter a problem, fix. Ooh, problem? Fix. Do it like that. That's how you do it. You know, beta, alpha, beta, zeta, omega, fucking booze. And they combine it all into one. That's the launch, and it's an amalgamation of garbage. There's a reason that that things like WoW don't technically have betas for their live games. They have a beta for a brand new expansion. But for their live game, they have a test realm. They haven't used that thing in eons, I don't believe. I don't believe they've used their test realm for eons. But they have a beta for the brand new expansion, which is like essentially a brand new game. They price it like a fucking brand new game. But they don't have a beta for the current expansion. And like its subsequent patches, right? And that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense if you think about it. If it's a major patch, sure, you can have a beta because you're adding systems. Like for example, if Genshin had a beta for 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, sure, you're adding eons of things, you're adding... they don't always add things, but like, let's say for Dendro they had a beta. That would have been fine. Testing Dendro and how it works. You need to test these things because this could fundamentally alter the core of the game. But you don't need a fucking beta for new characters. Do the testing yourself. Why are we buying your game? Why are we paying copious amounts of money for your game if you're not going to test it yourself, dude? Don't you guys literally know how to play your game? Or are you devs that don't know how to play your own game? Because that's the worst kind of dev in my opinion. The devs that don't play their own game. Or at least try to play their own game. You want your devs to be playing their own game. You want that. Specifically the kind of like the head developers. You want them to be like, oh shit, I like this game, I'm gonna play it. I think that's the reason Jeff Kaplan from the Overwatch team was such a fan favorite amongst people. Jeff Kaplan, he's not a part of Overwatch anymore, I think he left. But like the reason people liked him is because he actually played the game. I'm pretty sure like he actually played it. And then people made up a meme about it, how he had like a fucking platinum rank, not a platinum rank, or what was his rank? He was like higher than like top 500. And it's like, oh shit, he knows what he's talking about. Great. But then you have some devs that like don't play the game and then they make some bullshit up. It's like, no one calls it this. No one calls like this thing, that thing. And it's like, oh, okay, now you're just putting on a facade to make it look like you play the game, but you don't really. I played PGRC for a month and ignored it until Global came out, and I started, but because of the year-long gap, the community ruins it by creating the plan that you must follow. If you don't, you will suck. Exactly. The community may not spoil it per se, but they will ruin the experience of playing it in some sense. Because you don't necessarily have to be a part of the community to witness what the community does, right? I'm not a part of the Genshin community. I'm not. I don't comment on threads. I don't talk about these things that other people talk about. I don't interact with Genshin Impact players on the larger scale. But I witness what the community does, right? So you don't have to be a part of something to witness it. And so the community fucks it up and you're like, oh shit, now it's fucked up for me. Well, that's fucking great. Amazing. Amazing. I think that's the one, like, redeeming factor of Genshin, is that it's like, every server gets updated at the same time, essentially. Like, CN is pretty much at the same time. Every server is updated at the same time. And so it's like, okay, everyone experiences everything at the same time, thus no one can really spoil it. Obviously, there is a beta, which can go into it, but, like, in the grand scheme of things, everyone gets a live version of the game at the same time. Thus, everyone can get the raw, authentic experience at the same time, which is how you want it. There's no reason that some people have to be ahead of other people. Absolutely nothing. So, and you can't, with Honkai, let's say you're trying to implement a fix for it, right? You can't implement a fix for how Honkai has done it, right? Because you'd have to then redo how the server gets their, you'd have to redo their anniversary timeline, and you have to redo their patch schedule and whatnot. And it's like, okay, well, listen, that's a bit too much to ask of the game to do right now, like 5 years into its life, whatever. But it's something that you should think about when designing a game. It's something that you should think about when having servers and whatnot. It's like, all right, how will this feel for players starting on a brand new server? Will it feel okay? Oh, is this an elevator? Pretty sure this is an elevator, right? Hello? Oh no, there's a stair. Oh, Jesus Christ, you can make it a bit more visual, Genshin. It's like, how will this feel for these players who start now? Like, because not everyone's gonna fucking play your game at the launch of your game, right? Like, how would I have known that I was gonna play Honkai, right? I never would have. I never would have assumed that I would play Honkai. But here I am, now playing it. It would be nice if things were, like, kind of synchronous. Synchronous? Synchronous. Synchroninka. Oh shit, I fell. Wait, oh. Oh. Oh, for fuck's sake, Cole. You're useless. I don't know. That would... It's a small concern, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't play any game that has this problem because that problem annoys me. And Honkai's like the only game that I kind of do it with. And I do it because it's like, it's not by such a large margin that it's like super bad, right? And I don't get recommended CN things. I only get recommended C things. So it's like, or beta things. So it's like, okay, I don't really care too much. But if it was only 2 servers and it's like, alright, fuck, now like you can easily see the difference, that's when I'd be like, I probably wouldn't play this anymore. Synchronized. Yeah, that's the word, but yeah. That is it, but also at the same time, is it? Is that the word? Maybe I thought the word was the bird. Now everybody's heard about the bird. I probably shouldn't sing that song because it's probably copyrighted, even though it's like 7,000 years old. Without an external force damaging. Bird. Bird is the word. Where am I going now? Am I leaving? Or you prefer the more meta one, synchronously. Yes, that is the word I was thinking of, synchronously. Yeah, for those who don't know what's happening, so the mech and the guy were kind of like best friends. And then the guy died. And like the mech is kind of like a dog. and he's kind of like getting sad and trying to get him alive. Just for anyone who didn't know exactly what's happening. Yeah. I think the automaton also just died or fell asleep. I'm not exactly sure there, but that's kind of the story there for anyone who was curious as to why the fucking guy is dead and not moving and why the robot's having like a... Oh yeah, the robot died. Alright. Or they haven't. I don't know. But yeah, story. Let's go. Check on the leyline extractor. Back to business, am I right, dude? Fucking guy died. Back to business. Check the leyline extractor. Anyway, as usual, the synchro is synchro schmonkro. Synchro schmonkro. Yep. Synchro schmonkro. No, I agree with that one. That's true and real. Synchro schmonkro. I've never agreed with them so much. So never agreed with that so much in my life. Yep, absolutely. Dahaya Padisia. I'm just waiting for this reset to happen, dude. I want to go in and do my quick Elysian Realm run on Honkai and then play some Overwatch. Oh, what is this thing? Because we're done with the quest, I believe. We finished the domain. We should almost be done with this quest. I think once we leave, we talk to Tignari a few more times and then we leave. Then my weekly's done. Talk to... Oh, no, we are done with the quest. No, we aren't. Talk to Catherine in Sumeru. Oh, Catherine Schmathrin. How much longer is this quest? I thought that was the end. Will you try official in ER for fun? Wrong account. Wrong account. If it obviously didn't really explain it. It's the other account, the Vilvia account that has that I would do the run on. Because that's the one that resets. I think the global one, the American one, resets at like 1 in the morning. So I wouldn't be able to. I could do like a shallow sequence. I wouldn't be able to do a deep sequence. 8 o'clock. So I would do it if I could do official run tomorrow when we do the global account tomorrow, or the American account tomorrow. Oh shit, I'm very low. Holy shit, I can't get a good angle on this right now. Hold up. There? That's a lot better. Oh, wait, wrong way. Shit. Yeah. Here we go. I wonder if you could slap Cyno on Fischl? Probably. You use everything in Fischl. You use her skill, her auto attack, and her burst. So yeah. I can't remember the thing for Cyno, but I'm pretty sure you have to use skill to trigger Xeno's thing, weapon skill. But then I can't remember exactly. Sup Ven Peng Chen? That's me. That's me. Welcome to the stream, Missouri. Hope you're having a great evening. Yes, welcome to the stream. But yeah, Cyno, I'll do Cyno tomorrow. Sure, I'll try it. I'm not sure if it'll work because obviously she's not a Hershja, so it'll be fucking dog shit. But we'll try it. Signal request, hunting for primos. Yep. There's the Welkin Moon, and there's the quest complete. Yeah, we're hunting for primo gems, trying to get as many as we can. Sitting at a solid 44,184 with 27 actual rolls. Spiral Abyss resetting in a few days, Shop resetting in a few days, so we should have very easily with all the events. I think the event just reset, didn't it? Yep, we just got the next event thing. Got a few more of these. And then obviously... oh, we got our things as well, our commissions to do. So we're going to be on Genshin for a hot minute, and then we're going to switch over to Honkai really quickly. I wonder if they would add official skin from Genshin to Honkai as well, or an entirely new skin instead. It would probably be an entirely new skin instead, but if there was another collab, that's when it would be. They'd add like official skin as well as a new Genshin character, but that's all under the pretext that there is an actual collab. Which, you know what, at this point, these games collab with so few things that it's actually kind of shocking. Doesn't it have a weapon with a banner too? Yep. It does indeed, King. It's, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna pull it up, because it's actually a really cool thing to talk about. I think Nahida's weapon is the coolest weapon in Genshin. I'ma say it. I'ma say it right now. I think her weapon is the coolest weapon in Genshin. That's her weapon. It's a catalyst. I said it. I think it's the coolest weapon. A teapot? I believe it's a lantern. But like an Egyptian lantern thingy, like a, I don't know what the fuck they call it, but yeah, essentially. Yeah. I fucking love her weapon. It's like a genie lamp? Yeah, genie lamp, that's the one. I fucking love it. I think it's the best looking weapon. And we are rolling on that as well next week when she launches. Gotta give that a fair few rolls. Gonna be spending all my gems on the Archon because Archons are very overpowered units. Hoping to get a lucky constellation roll as well. Get a few constellations on her, get the weapon, get a lot of winning. Never know, might get a bit lucky here, boys. 50,000 gems. And I believe I'm a few rolls into pity. So we may or may not get a bit lucky. I believe I'm like 40 pity in. 40. Not 40. But with an actual T. Let me check actually really quickly. How far am I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. Wait. 30, 30, 38. 38, not too bad. 38 pity is not too bad. That puts me at what? 50... Puts me at 50,000 gems almost essentially right now in terms of converting that into gems. Which I'm okay with. I did a Vilvi run yesterday at Finality. I only used Helix and Starseed in it, but I got lucky and got all 5 Ego. I wanted to say, with that Herschel using 2-up Signet, it seems 5 Ego is not enough. Nope. If you are not a Herschel right now, in the current Herschel thing, then you will not be good. If you're not a Hershey, you essentially are irrelevant in Genshin right now. You need like over a bit over 80k for full pity, right? No. For a full character is about 28. A full character is 28k. If you want to guarantee a character and their weapon, then it's a lot more. 24k is enough to guarantee? No, it's 28. It's 28k for a guaranteed character. Sorry, I meant like C6. Oh, C6, that's like 24. 28 times 6. So 180,000? 180,000, I think. I need to use a fucking bow character for this bullshit. With you all the way. Bum 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 bum. Alright, there we go. More gems. Oh yeah, reputation quests. Okay, we might do those as well before we actually get onto Honkai, just because those help me with my compass. Love Sara's design. It's okay. It's a pretty good design. It's one of the more unique ones, I guess. I just wish she was a lot better in the game. But I guess people do use her in metas. She's kind of like a budget Bennett. Just wish she had a bit more than just whatever the hell she does. I don't really fucking know what she does, to be honest with you. Dun 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 dun. As in her appearance, I know you're talking about her appearance. But just a character looking good is not enough for me personally. I want my character to look good, but also be pretty good, and I'm just not sure what Sara does enough to kind of use her. And also, I don't like her playstyle enough to use her, so just her looking good isn't enough for me. But yeah, no, if you like her look enough, then absolutely power to you. I've seen her in I've seen her used a bit more than Bennett in recent things, to be honest with you. I think it's because of the launch of Dendro. People are using her over Bennett because burning is kind of like a pretty like you only use burning, rather sorry, you never use burning, so you would want her over Bennett to not cause burning or Virgin by accident. But I also don't know really what weapon goes on her. I don't have any good bows. So, I just don't really use her. Could go with this one. Go for this one as well. So, she's kind of a weird character for me right now. And thus I don't use her. Unless I need a bow electro character, which is very rare that you need an electro bow character. It's very rare. Have you found the soil I needed? Yes, dude, I have found the soil. Ba-da-ba-bum. To be quite frank, there's not many characters in this game that I absolutely adore the look of. I'd say Zhongli, Hu Tao, the only two characters, and Shen He, are the only characters that I think I absolutely love the look of, and that, like, just their look is the reason I play them. Two of them happen to just be very strong. Everyone else is just kind of okay looking. Oh, this team doesn't do any amount of damage. Wish she turns into a bird and do ninja bird skills. That'd be a bit similar to Fischl, and how Fischl turns into a bird. But I think I know what you're getting at. It would be cool if a lot more characters were a bit more thematic. And also a bit more gameplay changing, but it is what it is to me. I think her teleporting and having like bird effects are enough for me personally. I'm not too bothered by the fact that she can't fly. Because she's not actually a bird, I believe. She does have those wings. I don't fucking know the lore explanation for that bullshit. Not that I really care, but she does have wings. Zhongli makes polearms look majestic. Now, I'm gonna hit you with a bit of a knowledge bomb here, Azuri. Maybe not a bit of a knowledge bomb, but maybe a bit of a different perspective. I don't think kicking your polearm to make it spin is necessarily majestic. I would classify that as aggressive. What I would classify as majestic is actually Shen He, who actually kind of very much floats around and dances. So if you equip the polearm on A, it'll look short. What? Is she a succubus like Albedo from Overlord? No, she's a Tengu, which is a bird. She's a Tengu, which is a bird. But it's just like, I don't really get the wings on her. I'm talking about, it'll look short. I'm talking about looks. Yeah, it's directly proportional to the actual character's height. Yeah. Because obviously if I switched him around, like, he'd have a super large engulfing lightning, but... Alright. Yeah, that's fair enough. He may... Again, I think majestic is not quite it, though. I'm gonna hit you with that one. I don't think majestic is quite the word. But, hey, fair enough. I will do quickly whatever this is, and then we'll do something in Honkai. Anima resistance. Okay. Zhongli Nation disagree? Hey, dude. Fuck the Zhongli Nation. I think yesterday I said that they should nerf Zhongli, or I might have said it earlier. I want them to nerf Zhongli, but they're not gonna nerf him. I know, I said it earlier, I want them to add another character to replace Zhongli. I've gotten bored of it. I've gotten bored of it. It's boring. Man's boring. Man's old and boring. And old. Literally old and boring and old again. I've gotten bored of the character. I want a different shielder. It's been like fucking 2 years of the same shielder. Give me something new, dude. And that's why I have hopes for Layla, right? But then like no one's gonna get Layla, and also it's like she will be a stronger shielder, but that's all she adds. And it's like, you don't want just a shielder. The reason Zhongli is good is because he has a shielder and something else. So it's like, ugh. Can't really beat Zhongli until they do that. Is there any lolly-sized character in Genshin that uses a polearm, like Please Size or use polearm? No. There is only Catalyst and Claymore. And Bow. Catalyst, Claymore, and Bow. Klee, Diona, Sayu, Dori, and in the future, I guess Yao Yao in the future. I believe there's some leaks about Yao Yao soon. Or there has been some leaks about Yao Yao. I can't remember her weapon, but yeah. Yeah, you have a question, Azuri? You can just ask the question. You don't have to tell me that you do have a question, by the way. You can just ask me a question. You don't need my permission to ask a question. If that's what you were asking about. Or, like, always doing that about. If Song of Broken Pines and SOH... The fuck is SOH? Staff of Homer, that's one, Staff of Homer. Which weapon should I pull? Depends on what you have available for your other characters. And depends on if you want a certain character to be better. If your Hu Tao's rocking a decent weapon already, then go for the Song of Broken Pines. If your Yule is rocking a decent weapon already, go for Staff of Homer. The thing is, though, Staff of Homer can be used as well on about 5 to 10 other characters, depending on what you like. Whilst Song of Broken Pines can only be used on Eula and Razor. So that's a thing to take into consideration as well. Is that one weapon is severely lacking other usability. Hu Tao, R5 Dragon's Bane. Okay. As for Claymores, Wolf Greystone, and Unforged. Oh, then Staff of Homer is going to give you more value there. Yes, obviously. Staff of Homer will give you infinitely more value. Because it's just going to be a 5-star weapon. But, then again, which one do you use more? If it, like, Yule is a lot more universal because physical is universal. But then again, not trying to be biased, trying to give a lot of arguments for both. Song of Broken Pines is only usable on Eula, so you won't be able to get a lot of multi-use out of it. So, Staff of Homer is probably going to be your better option. I'll be absolutely honest. But then again, up to you really. That's my opinion. I'd probably go for Staff of Homer. I would most likely go for Staff. Staff of Homer to Zhongli. Yep. Yeah. I think Staff of Homer is better on Zhongli than Hu Tao, to be quite frank with you. Out of everything that I've experienced and how much it performs so good on my Zhongli, I think Staff of Homer is better on Zhongli than most characters, even Hu Tao. So, more units that can use Homer? Yes, there is just fundamentally more units in the game that can use. Staff of Homer is the most universal weapon, to be quite frank with you. Oh, sorry, it's on par with being as universal as Jade Cutter and Miss Splitter, because all the character needs to do is actually be able to use it, and you can put it on them, right? That's just the truth. You don't have to... the character doesn't have to build towards a certain thing, because, for example, Staff of Homer, it scales with your HP, but it doesn't necessarily require you to be HP based. It just requires you to have HP, and so as long as your character has HP, which every character does, you can get value out of it. Unlike something like which weapon now? Raiden Shogun's Staff, Engulfing Lightning, which requires you to have exponentially more elemental mastery, and there's a certain threshold for it. Staff of Homer just requires you to have it. If that's so true, if that banner comes, I'm gonna set the patch for Homer. Well, if I get it, it's good. If not, it is what it is. Hey, that's the pros of being a Nilou wanter right now. To be honest with you, if you're a person who wants Nilou and is going for Nilou, it's the best. Her weapon banner is the best weapon banner in all of Genshin history. If you're a Nilou wanter, because no matter what weapon you get, it's a win, right? No matter if you get the Jade Cutter or her weapon, you are winning. Now, maybe one is not going to be the best on her, right? Jade Cutter is like top 3 or top 4. It's still an absolute W. And if we get that one, Song of Broken Pines or Staff of Homer, it's like, I only see the W's. I only see W's. And like, if you don't roll on that weapon banner as a person who wants to get value, you are missing out. Now, all that Mihoyo needs to remove now is the chance of not getting one of the 2 weapons on your first pull, right? Because every weapon banner, for those who don't know how Genshin's weapon banner works, every weapon banner the weapon pity or not the weapon pity, sorry, but the weapons. The banner kind of does a minor reset. Let's call it that. Let's call it a minor reset. So your pity doesn't reset. You'll still be at whatever pity count you had. But the banner will do kind of this half reset where now on this new banner, the first 5-star you get will always be random out of the first 2 things, and also a random base game 5-star. They just need to remove that right there. The first 5-star that you get should be a 50-50 of what weapons there are there. So if like right now, if we look at this one, right how it is right now. Okay, Alex, I'll do a visual explanation. Right now, if I was to roll on this weapon banner, which I haven't rolled on, I have a essentially this is how it is. Essentially, 33% chance of getting Key of the Kajnisut, a 33% chance of getting Jade Cutter, and a 33% chance of getting any base game random 5-star. Right? That's currently how it is. That's how it feels, at least. You have a 33, 33, 33. Then, after the first one, let's say you fuck it up. You get that random base game 5-star. Then, you have a 50-50 between Key of Kajnisut and Jade Primordial, or Jade Cutter, sorry. Then, so you fail the first one, you get a base game weapon. Oh shit, that's terrible. All the base game weapons stink at this point. Then you have a 50-50 between the Key of Kajnisut. And then after that, if you fail, let's say I set this to Primordial Cutter. Let's say I get then the second one is Key of Kajnisut, then you obviously get your Jade Cutter on your third one. Remove that first step. Remove the first step. Have just those first 2 things of the first one is 50-50 between the Key of Kajnisut and the Primordial Jade. And then the second one is the one that you fucking want. And then after you get the one that you fucking want, it resets, and then it's again a 50. You know what this is like? It's almost like it's the character banner. It's almost like it's the character banner. Sorry, I got a bit frustrated there. They need to make the weapon banner exactly like the character banner, but you just have the choice between the 2 things, and every single time that you get the one that you wanted, you have to re-choose the epitomized path. Right? It's a simple procedure to make that system a lot more enticing. Because right now, it's not enticing to roll on the weapon banner. It's not encouraging. It doesn't try to get you to roll in it, right? Apart from the as a brand new player, if you see the option, right, seeing this where you can click on it and choose, it's completely misleading, and it makes you believe that your next weapon will be it. It's not, right? So that's misleading. But once you understand it, it's like, oh, I have to roll on the weapon banner. Oh, fuck my life. Here we go, right? I roll on the character banner and I'm not too fussed. The 50-50, I'm not too bothered by it because whatever. I can't be fucked to care anymore. I've gotten used to it. But even now, after having used the epitomized path system for the past, year or 2 that it's been out, I don't know when it was added, but using it for at least the past year, I'm like, okay, this is still fucking garbage and I still have a fear of rolling on this. So why haven't they fixed it? Because they're a bunch of pricks. Not encouraging at all. It's not encouraging in any way. Not encouraging. Like, to get a weapon takes more than getting a character. It says eons of words. Eons of words. And a weapon is not even like 50% of the character's power, right? Because, for example, I'll use Honkai as an example. In Honkai, a character's power is split in like 6 different ways. You have the character, no, not 6, 5. You have the character, which is 1. You have the weapon, which is 2. And then you have the 3 stigma, which is the other 3. So you have 5 different forms of power. In Genshin, it's split into character, weapon, artifacts, talents. So you have 4. Getting the fucking weapon is like the most miserable part of all of that. So it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, why does it have to be this miserable? I'd rather, at certain points, I've thought, like, I'd rather farm artifacts over do the weapon banner, or like roll on the weapon banner. I've had that thought, and both are miserable. So make at least some of it, like rolling in Honkai, as much as, like, you know, you have to roll on 4 different things on one banner, it's still fine, it's still better, because you get 100% of the power from rolling. But Genshin's is split in so many different ways, but like all of them are terrible. I took my chances at rolling on this weapon banner because I will definitely regret rolling on, regret rolling the banner, and glad I got Jade. And congratulations on getting Jade. It's a good banner to roll on, to be quite frank with you. As much as like the sword is like mid, the Kajni sword is mid. It's like it's going to be good. They already like Layla is already a character, and it's already going to be best in slot on Layla, right? The key of Kajni sword is already best in slot on Layla because she's a HP based character and a HP based tanker. And if anything, with the key of Kajni Sut, she will be a better tanker than Zhongli. And that's in terms of being a raw tanker, right? So obviously it's amazing. And I say that in terms of just taking damage. Her shield will be able to make... to be quite frank, you'll almost be able to replicate, like make it like a 50k shield with her, to be honest with you. If you run Layla correctly and you build her correctly, you'll be able to make a 50k shield pretty easily. We've done our weeklies. We've done our stuff. We've done the weeklies that I want to do. I don't necessarily want to do any other weeklies right now, so I'm not too bothered by it. There's too much RNG, absolutely. Pretty sure Mihoyo will get more money if they make the weapon banner just like the character banner. Yes. 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 They'll make even more money. Oh, I know. I was about to say if they split the banner, but no, if they don't split the banner. They would 100% make more money if they made it like that. Yes, absolutely. Where is the compass? The compass is at level 9. We have to get to level 9 before Nahida's launch. Or try to. So I think what I'll do is I'll sit down and try to, in my own time, not right now, because I want to do a bit of Honkai, and then I want to maybe... And I need to get to 60 exploration right now. Or soon. I want to go do a bit of Honkai, and then maybe play a bit of Overwatch at the end of the stream, because it's kind of just chilling right now. But I'm going to do a lot of these quests. I'm going to look them up exactly where they are, because we got the Join the Aramites one. But I'm just going to... We're going to look up where they are at some point and get close. But I think next week we should get to 100, 100, 100. If I do a lot of this stuff, I should be able to get to at least level 8 next week. Maybe? I don't know. We should be able to get there. But during Nahida's banner, we'll definitely get there, and then I'll probably explore a lot more. But who knows? I don't think the exploring gems will actually get me too far in terms of her thing. Now, before we actually switch to Honkai, a quick recap of how much materials we have for Nahida right now. Let's just... because this will be one of the few Genshin streams before the actual launch of Nahida. Currently, we are sitting at materials of, we need, what is it called again? The Nilou Palata. Where the fuck do you even find that again? Oh god, it's so confusing. We need these ones. The Kala Palata Lotus, it doesn't matter when I get the rest of them, you need 168. We're 141, doesn't really matter when I get the rest of them, because you can get about 60 easily. And so we've pretty much got a cap of that, so we've got her specialty, which is good. On top of that, we need talent books, which we do have a lot of. We also need a lot of these. It seems that we do have a lot of these. We can kind of easily convert... Is it this one? Yeah, it is this one. Yeah. We've got this material, the crystalline dust and cyst, whatever dust, the fungi material, which we've got a lot of. We can easily cascade those down. We've got a lot of this material, so we'll easily be able to ascend her and level up her talents to max. We don't have any of the Dendroculus... Oh, sorry, the Dendro Hyperstasis, because it's not in the game yet. But we do have enough of these things to actually easily get all of the Dendro Hyperstasis material that we need. On top of that, talent material. I do have a lot of Ingenuity, 43, 42, and 32, so we'll be able to very, very easily level up her talents to at least all of them level 6, and then one of them I'll be able to crown very easily, if I have the right material, that is. What other material do I need? I believe that's everything. In terms of Dendro Crystals as well, yeah, I've been farming the Dendro boss just to get a lot of these Dendro Crystals built up, but we'll also get a lot of them just from fighting the Dendro Hyperstasis. Are you a person who research a game you play by yourself or prefer to be taught from other players? I'm assuming you mean taught from other players? It depends on when I join the game. And depends on how much I struggle at doing something. Right? If I've joined the game, like Honkai, if I've joined the game 5 years or 6 years into its life, I have no problem just being taught what the fuck do I have to do, right? Because there's no chance I'm going to catch up in terms of knowledge, right? There's no chance. But if I'm there, if I'm playing the game as it's releasing, with Genshin, I try to figure shit out by myself. I just play it by myself. and see what's happening. I don't look at guides. I don't look at guides for Genshin. I know how to play a lot of the characters. Even if I haven't played the character before, I know how to play the character. So I just can't. And if there's a thing that I don't know or haven't learned, I don't really care, because if I can play the character to a high level, I'm fine. I don't need to know every player's play method. So it depends on when I play the game. If I played it on launch and stay up to date with it, I just learn by myself. If I've just joined 6 years into its life, or 1 year, 2 years into its life, I learn everything that I can up to that point. I see a situation between Genshin and Honkai where I think you are experienced a lot in Genshin, while in Honkai you get a lot of tip from other players. Yeah. Well, let me put it into perspective. What is the point of me sitting here in Honkai learning stuff that everyone else learned 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 10 months ago, 5 years ago, right? What is the point of me sitting here learning that by myself? There's absolutely no point, right? There is obviously an appeal to that. Some people like to see the learning curve, but it's like there's no real value in it, because whilst I'm doing this, other players are learning other things, and so it's like I'll always be in a state of behind, right? So it's like, okay, I'll just learn beforehand, or I'll in my spare time I'll look up a lot of things and learn it from other players about the old stuff, but I'm gonna actively try to stay up to date in my own capacity with the new things. So I guess that's how I am, is that if it's old shit, I'm gonna just ask about it. But if it's new shit, I'll try to figure it out myself. Like the way we did with burning, right? I put myself through the hurdle and through the gauntlet of trying to make burning work. I probably could have very easily looked up someone who did it on the beta, like, does burning work? I probably could have. But I sat there and I tried to make burning work. And we didn't make it work. We did like 1k total damage. It's that fucking shit. But we put ourselves to the hurdle and we learned that burning is fucking garbage. But here's the thing as well. We're gonna do that again, because Nahida is launching and she has the potential. Or is it a constellation that does this? Oh, never mind. I think it's a constellation. Never mind. Okay, depends on if we get the constellation. Because one of her constellations makes burning potentially a very good reaction. It actually makes it able to crit damage. So you actually have a chance to make burning very good. But that depends on the constellation. So it depends on when the game releases. Depends on that. Let's get off let's get off Genshin for now and let's chill for a bit. I got a new jacket. I got a new jumper. Look at this. It's green. I got a Levi King. I got a green jumper now. I've almost got all the colors of the rainbow. I just need a yellow one now. I just need a yellow jumper, and we're smoky. I think after that I've got all the colors, and then I need a purple one. Then I've got all the colors of the rainbow in terms of jumpers. It's not a full green one. I've got a black sleeve, which is really bad. But it's a very nice jumper. Got it from overseas. Alright. Honkai, where you at? I just wonder what path you will take when you play a new game like HSR maybe, or if you suddenly play Arknights. I probably won't play Arknights, to be quite frank. Or wait, no, which one is the tower defense? Is Arknights the tower defense? I probably won't play that one. I don't really vibe with the gameplay. I don't really get it. Even though I've sat down and looked at people play it, I'm like, I still don't get what the fuck's happening. But HSR, I'll sit there and figure it out. Like, if I play HSR on its launch, which I am expecting to play on launch, I'll sit there and try to figure shit out myself, as long as it has a global launch of everyone's at the same time. As long as everyone's playing at the same time period and everyone's on the same thing, I'll definitely sit down and try to learn it myself. Like, I'll try to find, you know, on the macro level, most likely not, because I'm not a macro player. I'll let the macro players do that, and what I mean by that is, like, the people who figure out, like, the exact minute percentages and the exact best team compositions for the exact best number. I don't even pay attention to that. I don't even care to learn that. But learning decent compositions, learning compositions that will get you through the game, learning things that will get you through the game and you will do it, I'll figure that shit out myself. I wasn't running Bennett for an extremely long time, even after he became meta, to be quite frank with you. I was like, hey, he's not that great. I'll make do with just Zhongli and my fucking main team. And then I was like, oh, let's try him out. And then I was like, oh shit, let's go. These works. So, yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure the game out, don't worry about it. I'm one of the best. I'm one of the best, don't worry about it. Alright. Let's do a quick Elysian Realm run. Actually, we can't do the Herstra one. Oh yeah, I did also figure out that even with Key of the Void at level 50 pre-armed, like even though it's level 50 but still pre-armed, you still can't really do that well in Elysian Realm. I think you do need like all of G4 Elysia to actually kind of do well, but I think it also could be because I suck. I don't really get it, but I still, maybe also you need a few of these things like S's and whatnot, but I still suck at this game so bad. I'm still very bad at video games. It's kind of a tragedy. Actually, we'll buy the shop after we do the run because that'll count towards it. Because I think I tried to do it like an Inferno or a Submergence, and I was still very much struggling, so I didn't quite understand. But we're still just going to do a Vilv run really quickly, because just to make it a bit easier for myself, I don't really want to struggle right now. There's no point in me struggling on Vilv. Let's do this. Let's go. That's my attempt at Japanese. Facade. Slide. And also, with HSR in particular, because you mentioned HSR, Herstro, HSR is one of these games that it's a lot easier to sit down and actually probably try things out and test. It's not something like it's very hard to sit down and be a tester in Genshin if you're gonna test numbers and whatnot. It's extremely tedious and annoying to be a tester because there's no good area to actually test things on. You have to constantly be resetting bosses and Orma Sonori, and there's no loadout system, so it's extremely tedious and like very, very annoying to be one of these people in Genshin, to be one of them, and so that's why I haven't done it at all, because you don't have a loadout system to test out builds and switch between them effectively and quickly, and so it's like, fucking hell. And in Honkai, like, I'm not there. I'm not at the end game of being able to actually test brand new things and be a person who discovers things. I'm not at the build quality quite yet. And so it's like, okay, I can't do that either. So I'm hoping with HSR's launch, I can be that person, or be a person who figures something out. I'm hoping to be that guy. But yeah, it's very hard in Genshin to do it, because you aren't given the tools to do it by the devs. It depends on the pre-arm stats. Yeah, that's normal, but mostly due to the pre-arm skills instead. Some weapon don't require level 65 pre-arm. Well, yeah, true. Eponia's weapon doesn't require level 65 pre-arm, but I was not expecting to really require the level 65 pre-arm for Herstro of the Void, but I guess I do. But because I don't get the pre-arm materials, I think I didn't do the Abyss on this account last week at all. I didn't do either of the two Abysses. I'm very low on pre-arm materials, so hopefully this is not too much of an impediment on my abilities to do this effectively. Sorry, to get her materials, because I do want to do her finality run sooner or later. Nice. And HSR, yeah, we'll have a. I think I mentioned my point, because I don't think I mentioned my actual point. I think HSR will have just easier testing facilities. They'll probably have like a training ground, or like a training stage, or just a stage in general where you can go in and just encounter a random monster and test out your damage or test out your combos. It's like I'm sure that will be a thing. Oh, I put on Sealy instead of fucking Rosemary. Oh, shit. I thought I put on Rosemary. Fuck. I was like, why the fuck... Like, why is Rosemary not there? And I'm like, ah, shit. Fuck. Guess I can change it now. Bum, bum. I think after a year playing maybe, where you'll have a lot of Valks and Stigma, you might reach the testing build stuff, especially when you're alone during a tight situation. A year? That depends. I feel like after even... How many months have I been playing? 5? 5 months of playing, I still feel like I'm so far behind. But maybe, who knows? Maybe. I still feel like I'm eons behind though.
止めてるよ。そうでないと覆しようがないからね。
But yeah, still maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I like, yeah, yeah, maybe, yeah.
やっぱりこっち
Now that I'm thinking about it, like, probably after a year, I'd probably have some character that I can use as, like, armor breaker per se. Because currently, like, armor is, like, a thing that I can't deal with, really, in, like, the base game. So it's like, okay, I'd figure that out eventually. So, yeah. I'd probably have a Carol that I can build and use to do that.
今こそ幕を下ろす時。歓声を上げ
But who knows? Maybe Honkai will end after then. Maybe Honkai won't even be a game after that point. Who knows? You never know. You never know.
君の整備を行いたい。
You never know with this game. The gaming industry is such a fluctuating thing. Anything could happen. The stock market could plummet any second now, ladies and gentlemen.
ショーの始まりだよ。
Bum, 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 bum.
幕を上げよう。これぞかつてない壮大な演出。 今こそ幕を下ろす時。歓声を上げたまえ。
Oh, I didn't switch out fucking Sealy. Whoops. God, I have the memory of a fucking goldfish. Holy shit.
幻想の一幕。
I guess it's not too bad. I think she still provides some sort of damage bonus, right?
ライトをつけてクライマックスを迎えよう。どこへ行くつもり？
Well, this is
これぞ奇跡の轟き。
this is a situation. Will I get this? I think so. I should still get this, yeah? 20. Yeah, I should still get this. Yerp. Alright, cool. I was getting a bit scared there. I thought I was gonna get it.
どこへ行くつもり？ずっと成功をキープする。
That's how I no longer need to ask whether it's good for this or that anymore. You just need to get creative yourself. Even currently, I sometimes still slap Hacksaw Bunny on all element team, and I don't have Turgenev. I guess, yeah. No, you definitely have a point. Yeah, at a certain point in a game's life, you can like I have that with Genshin now. I can look at a character and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is not good. Or like this is not gonna beat Bennett, or this is not gonna beat this character. So yeah, it's definitely like as your knowledge of the game kind of expands, you'll definitely be able to come to a cohesive conclusion. Is this good? Is this bad? Like currently, I can like I don't think enough information is provided in a lot of these special programs and Hyperion Lounges for you to gauge it there. But once you start looking at a character and like, okay, these values, they're not high enough for the character to be actually meta or be good compared to the other thing. For example, like, you could very easily, like, personally, I could very easily see that Dory was not doing anything for any kind of meta. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. Maybe, like, an outside player would be like, oh, but maybe Electro application. Maybe she'll be able to do good Electro application if you put the thing to thing. No, terrible. Like, any veteran could look at that and be like that. But that's obviously comes with time, as becoming a veteran does as well. So, 100%. Once I become the, like, a quote-unquote veteran for Honkai, which I think is more time dependent than like actual like account dependent, then definitely I'll be able to do that. But like, yeah, currently I'm still like, oh, is Li Susheng actually gonna be good? Is Li Susheng gonna be good at this game? Or is she? That's the kind of mentality I'm still rocking with. Do I not have the paintbrush? Oh, there is. We do want to get stars now. Oh, we got an ego door. Maybe we get the Fu Hua reroll. Just get a lot of the paint so we can get like we can get the colors that we want next. You can make VLV inflict freeze or ignite with just using 3-star weapon. See, and that's the thing that you would never figure out if you weren't a person who has those resources available to you, right? Like if and didn't have the time, right? Because a new player would definitely be like, oh, I need to make sure I have the best build because like I'm struggling still, right? But once you're there, like I can do this shit. I have the resource available and I can make shit work. Let's see what I can do with this. Right, and it's the same thing with like the Li Su Shang Vil V bug that happened on the beta, right? Like if someone didn't like think about it on that level of like, it says hits, not damage. It says hits, and Vil V uses a machine gun and does many hits. I could do something with this, right? If you didn't have that type of mind and also that type of veteran knowledge about how the game works, that would never have like been found out. Never would have been found out. But because at a certain point you'd learn a bit of how the game functions and you're like, that's how this is gonna work. I know the game devs, I know what they're up to, I know who they are. I should not have used that there, but whatever. Not that they're gonna live a bit longer. Yeah. You're just becoming a veteran. Like, I think, like, even when I was a veteran in Warframe, which was a long time ago, a fair few years ago, when I played the game extensively, I was like, yeah, this is strong, this is not strong. Oh, this is strong, that's not strong. Like, I look at it for 3.3 seconds, and I'm like, yeah, that's garbage. But now, brain rotted away. I'm struggling. I should have done that for stars. Why the fuck did I do it on Fu? Oh, no, I'm fine. No, wait, no, Fu did need 2. Oh, shit, I thought I had 2 on Fu already. Now we go for stars. Now we need a stars here. No stars, eh? Decimation, Bodhi, Infinity, stars. There we go. Don't really care about anything else. I still haven't changed Celia! God damn it! I've been to like 3 shops, 4 shops, and I still haven't changed it out, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. But one of the worst memories in history. This will go down in history as the worst memory. Like being a Monster Hunter Chad? Yeah. 100%. Some people, like obviously the Monster Hunter YouTubers, like Darkside, I believe the biggest speedrunning YouTubers, like they're able to look at like a weapon or a set bonus and be like, yeah, that's pretty shit. They look at a set bonus for like 2 seconds and like, yep, nah, that's not enough. Or that's way too much, dude, that's overpowered. Like I'm over here looking at like the attack thing and I'm like, oh shit, let's go dude, let's go fucking attack, man. And they're looking at attack like, ugh, attack? What? It's like, fucking hell, man, I thought attack was good. I thought attack was good. That's just what being a veteran does. Like, it's the same thing with speedrunning as well. Like, speedrunning any game. You're like, oh, I was off by 1 pixel. Let's fucking leave. And that's being a veteran speedrunner. Whilst being a normal, regular guy trying to get into speedrunning, you're like, oh, was that pixel okay? Oh, no, I'll just go. And then you end up being like 25 fucking years later. And you haven't gotten the speedrun. Oh, that pixel must have mattered. And then, yeah. That's my depiction of speedrunners, to be quite... they're all old men and shit. Yep. I found the most good news ever for EI. In a certain version, there is no Hephaestus as a boss stage. Thank you. That's all I need to hear. And my day is immediately better. We need all the paints for stars as well now. We need all the paint mixtures. Alright, that's cool though. No Hephaestus, that's cool. That's hype. I'm dealing a lot of damage here. Thought I'd say that. I'm dealing a lot of damage right now. Oh, good enhancements. We want, I think the bottom one is better. A flame extinguished is better. Okay, thank God we got a stars on the double. Alright, this is going to be an easy one, even though it is abstinence. I think I struggled a bit last week, but not too much. I think I struggled a bit. I pressed one button for about 20 seconds. And I won. Fuck, these characters are so boring. Fuck. Can we get some fun characters, please? Can I get some fun? Please? I'm gonna kill Vilvive and... Oh no, brother. Who's next? Nihilus. Bro, I'm not having fun anymore. This game is too easy. I've reached the point of it's too easy, but I'm still not smart enough to make my own builds. That's the worst period to be in a game. We could go for a bit of that one, more bonus damage on enemies, and then level some stuff up, I guess. Want a Vilvi Ego have their own gather as strong as Helix Signet gather? I think that's yeah. But that's if gather is all it provides, then there's no reason to take it. Oh yeah, I still haven't changed Celiat. God damn it, dude. Oh, we got all paints. Alright, big damage here. Alright, he did not take a single ounce of damage. Big damage proceeds to not deal an ounce of damage. Amazing. Oh, yeah, what's the point of going for a gather on the ego when you can just get the gather on the signet and get actual like value from the signet? So, bit of an unfortunate situation for the signet there. Oh my god, what is happening with the camera right now? Why does Nihilus at some point just become like infinitely more tanky? I don't really get it. At some point, he's either sometimes super easy or super tanky. And I don't fucking understand why. Why does he become tanky all of a sudden? Like, I remember, like, like, at some point I killed him instantly with Vilvi, and then at other points, he just, like, lives forever. Like, what's the point of that? Got lucky and got all 5. That's good luck though. I think the Taint have a damage reduction. Bro, they should tell me. Oh, charge. Okay, never mind. You have to charge Paralyzed Trauma on him because he has this fucking Void Shade bullshit. It tells you on the side of the screen, lol. Oh, so you have to use Electro characters, dude? Fucking cringe. There's no good Electro characters in this game. That's actually weird that they say you have to use Electro characters, but there's no good ones. That's weird. That's weird.
そろそろもっと上がってこれぞ奇跡の轟ご清聴あれ
Paralysis cannon? If that's a thing, then that's pretty cool.
I'll be honest with you. If the paralysis cannon is actually a thing, that's actually like a build that you probably
Could do. You could run that just to deal with the Nihilus a lot easier. But I don't know if it's just this version of... I think it's only ER Nihilus, right? So, it's not really universal. Oh, I hate this game. I'm just gonna use Vilvi's bomb. Get that shit done and dusted. I hate that first phase, because that first phase is really fucking shit. Because you have, like, the target... It's because of the targeting system in Honkai that is not that great. That first phase is really bad, for, like, most things. Like, having, like, your aggro go to that random turret that you're not really trying to shoot at. You have to be in melee range. Like, bro, don't add a range character if your game's not made for it. And there we go. That is Elysian Realm done and dusted. Super easy. Even though it was just abstinence, so I'm not that impressed, but yeah. Can't really do anything on non-Hersture, or sorry, on Hersture weeks when you don't really have a good Hersture. Or even, like, I feel like the Hersture buff is, like, the most, like, difficult one to deal with. I feel like the type buffs can be alleviated because, like, when it's, like, specific type characters that get the buff. It's like, that can be alleviated, or when it's a specific type of enemy, that's fine, because you can just get, Grisea, and that kind of alleviates the problem. But it's on these weeks where a specific, actual, like, archetype of character that gets, like, targeted is, like, when it's really fucking annoying and really difficult, because you're like, Jesus Christ, I can't do anything, because this one character just happens to just not be a fucking Hersture. We're done with that, though. We're done with that. We got one more. We'll go into our main account just to claim the daily stuff. But we don't have any weeklies to do. I tried all Ignite, Freeze, Paralyze. The Para Cannon is one, is not really efficient. Long cooldown, not really a thing because it's 3-star. Yeah, it wouldn't ever be a thing, right? Because it's 3-star. Like, even if the Paralysis was good, you paralyze the enemy in one hit. It's like a 3-star cannon. You got like not even half, but probably like a quarter of the attack. Maybe less than that, a fifth or a sixth of the attack of an actual good weapon. Which pretty much means that you're just dealing no damage, period, so you wouldn't ever use it. Bum, 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 bum. You can get creative and slap a HB, and since everything results to Hacksaw Bunny, doesn't it? Everything results to Hacksaw Bunny. Let's just admit this right now. Everything is revolving in this game around Hacksaw Bunny. Oh, we got 3 crates. Let's go. We should be able to get a few more then. That unlocks in 8 hours. We should be able to get one more crate right now then, right? But yeah, you slap on Hacksaw Bunny since Fire, Valk need Ignite to trigger QTE and activate buffs. Hacksaw Bunny is easy off-field. Yeah, she's also just an easy character, I'll be honest with you. Hacksaw Bunny is just an easy character. Requires no... Just slap on Hacksaw Bunny, dude. Just slap on her with the Might of Zeus. Slap on Turgenev with the Might of Zeus. Ugh. Let's get creative here, boys. Let's use something other than that lady. She may work, but is it worth it? Is it worth it? Absolutely not. Or maybe absolutely, I'm not too sure. Weekly quiz. Okay, it's bullshit. Which of the following triggers Herrscher Flame Sun Sing? All of them. Which of these is unable for Diva? Rhyme Trauma. What does Azure Imperious Ultimate have? All of them. Which of the following weapons is unable to restore SP for the wielder? I don't fucking know this one. This one is like, I've never been asked this one. Skadi? Nuada's Revenge. That's not even a real fucking weapon. Kometa ultimate skill has many supporting effects. Which of them is not one of them? I don't even know what the fuck that, bro, whatever. Herrscher of Sentience, shield, untouchable, blocks all damage. I've never been asked this! False, 50%. She doesn't have a shield. She has a shield?! Oh, I didn't even know she had a shield. 50 SP, I know that. Swallowtail, what type is Swallowtail? Quantum. Which of the following is true when facing Asaka? Asaka is unshielded. Which one is true? No, he's not unshielded. Elemental damage can be dealt against Asaka's shield. That's false. What type is Jizo Matama? A mech? It looks mechanical. Which one did I... Okay, this was Nuada's Revenge. Cyberpunk Shocks. 50%. Biologic. Alright, cool. Hey, what's up, Larry? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great evening.
美しい世界を守るために戦う。時期を見て動きましょう。よっ。やけどに審判の時は来た。私の番、文句はないよね。時期を見て動きましょう。
I sometimes feel like I'm doing her combo correctly, but then the damage doesn't, like, replicate it, so I'm like, alright, whatever, dude. So, whatever. I'm just tired? Alright, well, that's... Well, at least... As long as you can decompress for the rest of the evening, then that's great. Being a bit tired isn't too bad, as long as you can have a bit of a rest for the rest of the evening. Did a bit of a rhyme there, because I rhyme all the time. I'm a rhyme lord. I'm a rhymelord. We can do the story stages and get that done, or we can do at least... We can't do Elysium Run right now. Well, if I want to do one of my old characters, we could do an Elysium Run, but there's no real point because... But we do have some crates. We have 3 crates, boys. Let's open one by one. Booster tickets, that's good. That stuff. That stuff. Okay, so I got scammed. Okay, so that's going to be a video of how I got scammed. 3 seconds long, me opening some bullshit. No. Exchange shop. Okay, here we are again in the exchange shop. We've had our reset. And you may be wondering, what are we going to roll for? Or what are we trying to get here? We are trying to get one of the Diracks. Right now, our Herstra of this lady, we're trying to get Dirac bottom. We're trying to get Dirac bottom. So we have Michelangelo middle, which is not what we're looking for. We're actually looking for Dirac bottom. And that's really all we're looking for here. Bronya, Cecilia, Noble, Isaac, Siren, Robert. No. Siren, Schrodinger, Michael. Oh, that's Michael bottom. That would be okay. But if we just get Dirac bottom, we can skip a step. There's Michael top, classic. Callan, Michael Wild. No, don't want that. Ekaterina. Massive bazookas. Dirac. Just any Dirac. Bro, stop showing me Michael. Dirac. Plank. Gustav. Zorro. That's not what Zorro looks like. Zorro's a guy in a mask. It's a woman in a mask. Thales. Dirac. Any Dirac is fine, but fair enough. We got nothing this week again, boys. We didn't get a single Dirac for the 50th week in a row. I'm feeling good, feeling great. Feeling absolutely spiffy, as they say in a great UK. Feeling absolutely spiffy. Let's buy out the shop really quickly. We're building, I think, Carol? Are we building Carol? I think I was building Carol so I can get armor breaking on her, right? I think that's what I was doing. I want to make her an armor breaker. Quickly buy some stuff there. Go through the shop, buy everything. And we'll play a bit of we won't play Honkai tonight because we don't have much to do. And I can buy all 30 of these fragments. Get her to S1. Bam. Amazing. Caroline Pepperoni. Where is she? There she is. Do I unlock anything with that? Oh no, she goes up to S. Oh no. Okay, yeah, okay. Do I unlock anything useful with that? When charging, crit rate and crit damage increase over time. Stacks twice. By how much? Crit rate by 40. Oh, well, while charging, crit damage and crit rate increase by 40 and 5 per second. For 10 seconds, respectively. Okay. You can upgrade that to higher levels. Okay, 70 and 22. Okay. Okay. Charge attack deals 15% bonus to shield enemies and 10% to psi enemies. Okay. Charge attack 3 inflicts 12 stun trauma. The enemy loses their shield within 10 seconds after they are rendered shattered for 1 second, during which their shields cannot recover. Okay. So that we need the shield shattering parts of whatever the hell she does. Ultimate boosts physical damage by 10%. The ultimate hits an enemy whose shield is broken till team deals more damage. For every stack of armor shredder, Sweet and Spicy's charge attack deals 40% bonus total damage, and her shield breaking capacity improves by 5%. That's what we need as well. That improves up to 80%. Okay. Okay, and then Thrust Punch Chargy Xe Puncher 3000 Mega increases. Okay, good. So now she's in the grips of Taishuan. We can't really upgrade this yet. We have to do our co-op again this week. Now, the reason I'm building this character, obviously, is to potentially, at some fucking point in my life, be able to instant farm straight to G4 Alicia to unlock this stage, so then I can cheese this with something, or do something here, and hopefully kill this guy, even though my team is probably still weak enough. But I'm trying to get through this one. Maybe I can do something here. Maybe today's the day of doing. Yeah, we want to keep Alicia there. She's there. But I think I want to give her Alicia's, like, her Strip Human Ego's weapon just because it's higher value. We're still doing that. This is going to be a great opportunity to test it. At some point I go build Carol too. We are doing this for the shield breaking stuff. I didn't do the shield. I didn't get the armor shredder. Hold up. Okay, so his shield is shattered. Let's do this one. Oh, his shield gone. Oh, very nice. I forgot how this game works now. I forgot how these characters work. Okay, shatter shielding time. If only now I had a character that could do a higher amount of damage, though. They don't regen their shield either, which is... Oh. Okay. The shield breaking is good. See, now I'm learning. But I learned that I was told this before. That's why I'm building Carol. But now I might have to invest in Carol on the main account as well. That's at just S as well. Alright, hold up. Carol, I'm gonna... What am I getting stuck on here? What am I animations, dude, in this game? This game has got a abysmal coding, dude. On God. Also, she's not really level 80 either. Why are you attacking... Why do you have to attack her front, Carol? Oh, yeah. Now we're doing it, boys. Why do you have to attack her front, Carol? Just attack the side or something. Alright. Oh, here we go. Massive damage. Massive damage, you. Oh, she runs out of the circle. See you later. See you later, buddy. So, see you later, buddy. Ah, absolutely no way, Jose. I'm not gonna deal with that bullshit. That's garbage. This game's coding abysmal. She just rolls out of the fucking circle. Lick my balls. Nah. See you later, buddy. See you later. You gotta... Oh, you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. I thought this game was gonna be good for 1.5 seconds. That was a mistake. That was an absolute fucking mistake. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Fucking piece of shit. Absolute piece of shit of a video game. Holy shit. Holy shit. I guess, God, this game is so hard. Why is, bro, just fucking give me anything. I'm fucking so starved of fun right now. Fuck. How do I get more Alicias? Where's the Elysian shop? Is that the Elysian shop? What shop am I looking for? This one? How do I get more fragments? Asteroid fragment? Where the fuck is the shop again to buy Elysia fragments? Oh, the War Treasury, that's the one. The War Treasury. 1 a week. 4 a week. Oh, bro, am I poor or something? Oh, dude. Fucking hell. It takes like 10 years. 10 years later. Can I do this? 32, 32. Alright, whatever. I'm fucking done with well, honestly, today's not even Honko Day. Today we're done with this. That was Honko. Absolute state of the world. Fucking hell. I just wanted to come in and do some Elysian Realm on the other account, and that's that. It's gonna be a nice... We're gonna go into Overwatch now, though. Just to close off the stream here, because we could do some stuff in Genshin, but I don't really feel too enthused to do it. We are in the dead period of Genshin right now, where there's nothing in any patch. There's really nothing in any patch. Sorry, nothing in any patch, nothing at the end of the patch. So, we're in the dead period. And as you'll hear in just a second, we're playing some OW. You'll hear that launch sound, that classic, how does it go again? Bibbidi boop ba 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 boop. It says, it plays some sort of fucking theme. But tomorrow, or the day after... Wait, no, today's Wednesday. Oh, so today's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. On Wednesday, there might be a full Overwatch stream, but I think it might be slightly more interesting because I think the Halloween event happens on Wednesday. At least for Australians. On Tuesday for Americans, because that's the 25th. But I think tomorrow. It shouldn't be up tomorrow. At least not during the day or during the evening. Sorry, it might be up for the evening. I'm not sure. Fuck. That's something. That's something. But yeah, we're playing the Over Whistler. Wednesday might be the event gameplay where we have a bit of fun in the event. The event is usually interesting. There's new skins, there's new stuff, so it's usually interesting. But still, TBA. TBA. EA Sports. It's in my ass. Let's get into some games though. Gonna be chill. We're chilling. Not an ounce of rage. Not an ounce of rage.
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
I don't really watch that much Overwatch content. Oh, it's not really a game for everyone, to be quite frank with you, though. It's a shooter. It's not really for everyone.
Still haven't seen my
And it's really, you're just watching people shoot people, so it's like... See, if you're watching someone as bad as me... If you're watching someone as Garbonzo as me, where they can't land a single fucking shot... Bro, fuck off, Roadhog, man. You're an absolute pansy. Thank you. Yeah, see, if you're watching someone as absolute fucking, like an absolute old man aim. You know, oh, it's the monitor, it's not close, sorry. Let me move that forward a bit. There we go. It should be, aim should improve by 10-fold right now. The monitor did not move forward. Okay, here we go. We should be winning now. I'm honing in. Oh, see that? Bro, imagine playing D.Va in the year 2022, dude. Holy shit, would you live in 1945? Oh, you ain't gonna laser me, bitch. Oh, and then he was alone. Oh, dude, this game is dead as shit. I'm out here trying to just shoot guys and fucking win games. Alright. Oh, they're back. Oh, I'm out. Back in the day, I used to watch it a lot. Well, back in the day, it was like really hype, and I guess it is really hype right now. But if you lost interest over time, then obviously you wouldn't watch it. Cause like I used to watch it also back when the game launched. Also, we're playing on 120 ping. Let's fucking go. Who can I play on 120 ping? That's super easy. Mariah Carey. Let's go with this guy. Why not? Yeah, if you, like back in the day, it didn't have any like negative connotations to it. Like launch year for Overwatch, it didn't have any like negative connotations. Now it kind of does. It has like dead, not constantly updated, lack of content. You know, shit changes, shit characters, underpowered, overpowered. It has a lot of negative connotations that some games generally don't have, right? Like, I think if you look at other shooters, Paladins, for example, one of the other top shooters in the world, doesn't really have many, doesn't have many negative connotations. Actually, maybe it does. I don't know. I don't know those games. But Over Whistler is a bit overrated. They literally do not have a team. This is definitely a win here. Alright, well, this is Overwatch for you. Their whole team has left 5 times over. And I'm not going to take it easy on them. Fuck them. I'm going to be a tryhard Genji. Imagine being healed from spawn. Imagine being healed from spawn, pussy. Let's go. Oh. Oh, deflected it. Oh, got the Widow, nice. Shh. It's rabbit season. Oh, no, it's not rabbit season, it's hunting season. Wait a minute. I reflected the anti, yet he's not antied. How the fuck does that? Riddle me this, Ron Swanson. I reflect the anti, and he doesn't get antied. I don't think a health pack removes anti, and they weren't invuln, right? Oh, they got bait. They've got Basogni Shabagnoya. Shit, dude. They got Basogni Shabagnoya. Oh, that would have been crazy. I guess that happens. Brother, Lucio, you couldn't have beat it as I fucking bladed. Oh, you absolute pansacious prick. You fucking... No, I'm not raging. I'm not raging. I literally have never raged in my life. But you could have beat it when I ulted, thus we would have won that fight and won the game, and this game would have been over. But no, you didn't do that, and thus you lost us to the game, you piece of garbage. Fuck this team. Everyone on this team is fucking shit. Every single player on this fucking garbage team is garbage, dude. Except myself, because I'm obviously the best. Fuck these people. Genji? Bro, I'm one of the best Genjis in my household. Honestly, God, I'm one of the best Genjis in my house. Bro, who didn't break this fucking glass? Bro, did my... Come on, Mariah Carey, keep me up. Oh, bro, they got a... Bro, come on. Where's Mariah Carey at? Oh! Get deflected, buddy. Bro, we're letting her guide us? I'm gonna need a resuscitation. Whoa! Brother, dude, I'm gonna need somebody to suck me. No, I'm joking. Oh my god, Farah, why couldn't you kill them slightly faster? Not my fault. I'm gonna blame the ping as well. I'm gonna blame the ping. Like, it's just gonna be something that I do blame. Because I'm having a 0.1 second delay, and I'm thinking only 0.1 second ahead. And so... Brother, look at this stuttering, dude. Why is he stuttering? Oh my god, who'd you kill with that? No one. Bro, she can just... Fuck off, Zarya. You and your fat fucking forehead, dude. Holy shit, dude. Get that shit trimmed. Bro, you're ugly ass looking idiot, dude. Fucking hell. Is Genji a melee character too? Yeah, you playing melee. Yeah, you playing a bit melee. Oh my god, dude. Zarya has a fucking massive forehead, no friends, and is irrelevant in fucking social life. Jesus Christ. Couldn't be me. Could not be me.
Arcade's gonna stay right where it is.
I could have meleeed there. Brother. D.Va, what are you doing? I'm blaming the D.Va. Just kill the Zarya. Oh my god, dude. Zarya's just immortal. Fuck my life, dude. I don't know who needs to hear this from the Overwatch dev team, but just nerf the character right fucking now. Like, what, bro, the longer you wait, the more people hate your game. I don't know why devs don't understand that. The longer you fucking wait, the more people hate your game. Oh my god. You should not be able to, like, shield Bob. I didn't cancel! What? Oh, D.Va, I'm gonna blame you. Bro, D.Va, switch to Zarya. Our Zarya the man. Oh my god, look at this. I'm gonna say this right now. You just switch to the OP characters and you fucking win. We have to win one fucking team fight. If we don't win this right now, I'm blaming everyone but myself. Bro, get a life, dude. I'm still burning? I got cleansed and I'm still burning. Please heal me, please heal me. Fuck. Can't blame the diva? Yes, I can. I can. I'm gonna blame everyone but myself because I was not the problem there. Honestly, I was in it to win it and I was winning it to in it and I was fucking doing it, dude. But then the fucking team did not follow up. These people weren't fucking following me. Also the ping. Also the ping, dude. Like, you can't put me in 110 ping and expect me to thrive when everyone else is playing at something probably different. Like, they're probably fucking from that place where the ping is 120 or some shit. And doing absolute gabonzo, dude. And see, look at this. 30 and I'm gonna fucking perform. Genji, bro, go away, man. Oh my god, Genji, look what you did. Genji, you literally let the soldier kill us because you, for some reason, thought that shooting me what was gonna give you the win. Fucking Genjis, dude. I'm gonna play some games later. I'll thanks for by, man. Really appreciate it and enjoy your gaming session. Oh my god, I'm fucking leaving, bro. You gotta 1v1 me at whilst I'm at 1 HP. Go absolutely stonk yourself. I'm just gonna leave that. Yeah, I'm gonna third party us because I've been third partied. Absolutely destroyed. But that guy literally didn't see it coming because I didn't see it coming either because I'm fucking crazy. Come on, 10 ping, 1 ping, 6 ping, 3 ping. 40, okay, 10, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Alright, 20 ping is what we settle on. 19! The opener comes in. The opener arrives. He's going to switch to the Kerrigan outfit because this one's okay. Because Kerrigan is a character from StarCraft. Stareth Crafteth. I wish it was actual Kerrigan instead of this rip-off version of Kerrigan. Like, I wish it was like full massive wings, flying, spells, spores, and spankaliciousness. Just where is that Kerrigan? Alright. Lemon and Ultra. Come on, guys. Pick. In StarCraft? Yes. Kerrigan in StarCraft. Crafting of the stars, they call it. And by they call it, I mean no one's ever called it that. Alright, you never know when they'll peak. Watch this, ready? Someone will be someone will appear here. I'm zooming in. I hit him with the body shot. One dead. Two not dead. What? Hey, he's low. Oh, Hanzo, at your service. Hanzo not low. Not low again. Dead. I'm sucking cheeks. Okay, nice, thank you. Oh, we're all dead. The Hanzo soloed us. Oh my god, my ass cheeks have been clapped and my pussy is hurting. Doomfist. Ping. I'm missing shots, dude. I'm missing shots because these guys aren't moving where I want them to move. Oh. Brother, who moves like that? Bro, where's our... Do we... Bro, that shot hit her head and I fucking know it, dude. I honest to God. He's low. Suck him. Wait, bro, what the speed boost? What the speed boost? Honestly, I didn't even know it was possible to be as bad as I am. Yeah, that was on me. You want the original? You gotta play StarCraft? No, I'm not buying another Blizzard game if it saves my life. You can bet $6,000 on the fact that I'm not buying another Blizzard game. Even if it saves my life. Some say patience is a virtue, you know that? Some say it. Not me, but some. I hear someone. I hear him. I'm getting in my position. I missed. I missed again. Don't tell me that's gonna clip me in some fucking weird way. Oh, of course. What is that? No! Why can't I land shots? Why am I so bad at video games? Okay. Bro, why are there pine trees in the middle of a... Oh. Brothers and sisters, move inwards. Move inwards. Bro, I get that pick on the Baptiste, I get that pick on the Hanzo, we stand still like a bunch of pecking ducks, dude, in a fucking coffin. What? Some people can be wrong, not me, dude. Not me. What? That was a no-reg, dude. I clicked right on his fucking cranium. Oh my gosh, she's literally got no fucking face or ass. Fucking cringe character. Nobody plays Ash. She's fucking dog shit. What? How do you see me, dude? He's got fucking eyes. Ah. Alright. The Shimada brothers move in. Hanzo, wait for me. Wait for me. We move together, dude. We ride together. Oh, brothers. Oh my god. I feel like I didn't play wrong there. I just think my team didn't play right. Bro, don't get hit by the dynamite, man. If you're gonna land a hook, you gotta fucking concede it, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god, bro. How did you change character? You press H and you select a new character like that. But I've got my ultimate here, so I'm not going to do that. You know what? I fucking hate every Orisa player. If you play Orisa and if you have more than me amount of arrows in Orisa, I hate you as a human being. You've chosen a character that is just overpowered and you're cringe. That's exactly the truth, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Don't die, Hanzo. Don't die, Hanzo. Nice. Good job. Good job. I'm moving in hot and heavy, round and scrumptious. Yes, yes. I was behind the wall. I was behind the wall. No, you see the bullet and I'm behind the wall. No, that's fucking cap right there. No, watch this. I was not on his screen. This game sucks so fucking hard. I was not on his screen. I literally malformed. And oh my. None of these players. Fuck you guys. This whole game sucks. This whole game's coding needs to be rewritten from the ground up. I've never played such a bad game. We can get one more in before the end of stream here. Oh my god. Fucking Garbunzo. There's something about it. There's something about this game that just isn't fucking good. I can't put my finger on it. Why did Overwatch 1 die? Didn't get enough updates, didn't get enough new characters per year, it slowed down too much. Really high imbalance between characters. Some characters were just meta for too long, didn't cycle them fast enough, and that's exactly what I point out right now with a character like Zarya. She's been in the meta since day one of Overwatch 2, and it's been 2 weeks now. She's dominated the game and hasn't had a single rework, but it's not just domination. It's extreme domination. If you don't pick her in a comp game, you will lose. Even if you're bad at Zarya, it doesn't matter if you're bad or good. If you do not pick her, you will lose. And so, you know, if you don't pick her and the other team has a Zarya, you will lose. Rather, I should specify a bit more. And so it's like that's a reason it also died. Fucking, yeah, that's about it. What other reasons could have it died by? That's usually it, just like lack of content and lack of constant release of content, as well as just a heavy imbalance, to be honest with you. That's about it. No other reason. It's the same reason that most like constantly competitive shooters die. That like that like want to be constantly live service, right? Because something like Call of Duty. I was trying to think of its name for a second. Call of Duty. Like, that won't ever really die because it's like a single purchase. You get a story and you get a kind of a competitive kind of, not really competitive, but kind of get like a PvP mode. There's like no balance there. You have guns and you shoot people. Once this, it like tries to be competitive, it has a premium purchase and you only get PvP game mode. And once you don't get enough value out of that PvP game mode in terms of like content and whatnot, like $60 or like as it previously obviously now it's free to play, but as it previously used to be like a $60 purchase roughly on its launch, 100 if you wanted the deluxe one. It's like you really weren't getting much like value out of that if you really think about it. Okay, that's a great position for an Ana, the least mobile healer to be. No! He was one! Touch his tickles! The fuck? bro, like Doomfist, what the fuck you doing, buddy? Oh my god, dude. Oh, dude, this is... see, I wanted a good last game for the day, but my whole team decided to actually just not play the video game in a match. That's actually one of the craziest things I've ever seen. They decided to just not play the game. Like, why the fuck would you dive their team? Like, who and why are you that fucking dumb? A rip. Healers, get in the fucking building right now. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get fucked. I thought... Oh my god. Okay, for Sojourn, you are actually just shooting wind at this point. It's the last round. Good ending is too common. Better go for the bad ending. Fuck, dude, don't say that. Now it's gonna be a bad ending. Yes, this Sojourn has never heard of a mouse and keyboard. Fuck me. Why am I trying so hard against a Torbjorn? Get this fucking midget out of my game. Dwarf looking idiot. No, no, no. No, why are we holding right there? The cart's over here. No, no, no. You... I didn't even chuck it. What? I didn't even see the animation for chucking it. Bro, like, why do I get the Garbanzo players? Why do I get that Sojourn that, like, picks the character that requires aim, and then they just don't have a mouse or keyboard or a screen or a PC? They're just playing from the fucking cellular device they fucking have, dude. Like, come on, man. Get something in ya, or don't get anything in ya at all, dude. Holy shit. Like, Sojourn, you got projectiles. Oh, Sojourn, you have projectiles. You shoot the fucking turret, because you can get the angles on it. You get that fucking weird clip angle. I can't do that shit as a hit scan, man. Fuck, man. Fuck! Like, please. Also, nobody shoots, like, Winston shields for some reason. I think people have literally been convinced that Winston's shield actually has value. It's literally made of fucking paper. Shoot it, please. Holy crap, you see it? You press one fucking right click or, like, left click and you get rid of it. Sojourn, you're a front DPS right now. Go over there, dude. You dink shit. Oh shit, he jumped on me and killed me, the fat piece of garbage monkey man. Alright, if you don't kill something right now, I will commit criminal. I need some goddamn killers. No, here we go. Come on, two of them. Come on. No. No! Oh! Oh, Sojourn! Sojourn! Oh my god, Sojourn, you piece of fucking shit. Why are you even playing video games if you're just bad at them? I'm gonna say it. Don't play video games if you're garbage. I said it. I said it, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't feel an ounce of fucking remorse. That's the last game of the night, and that's the last minutes of the stream. Fuck, what a day. So I've got a schedule for this week, though. I should cover it. The schedule for this week is actually set in stone, almost. Oh, Honkai just, like, tweeted about Aponia's skin, which is a fucking, literally, a garbage skin right now. Let me move that back so you guys aren't so close to me, sorry. Oh, it's such a nice skin. I might even set that as my phone background, who knows. Yeah, I got a schedule for this week. Tomorrow is going to be Honkai with a mixture of Overwatch at the end, obviously. Bit of Overwatch at the end of almost every stream nowadays. So tomorrow's Honkai. Wednesday will be Overwatch all day. Because of the event, I believe, is going to be up at that time. Halloween event. Thursday is going to be Honkai because of its new patch. And it's having a new major patch. 6.1, we're rolling on a few things. And then Friday is going to be the Monster Hunter Fridays, with obviously a bit of a mixture of Overwatch if I get a bit bored of Monster Hunter. Because currently my goals in Monster Hunter, as much as I want to continue playing Monster Hunter, my goals in Monster Hunter are literally 0 because it's not really clear cut in what the hell you're meant to be doing except just doing Monster Hunter rank gaining. And so it's going to be that, and if we kind of hit a wall of like I'm not gaining much, we'll just switch over to Overwatch. But that's going to be that for this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, eat good, have some fun times, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream or video. There is some coming up soon. There should be a video for something coming up very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. Peace out, bye-bye! Oh, shit, where's the stream end button? Oh shit, I lost it. Yeah, well, stream's not ending quite yet. Where's the button? Oh, wrong tab. Oh shit. Well, that's a great ending. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.